reviewing that show. We here review that show. And if you think we can, we can still view that show. All the people be trying to view like us, but you know they can. It's Marty, and that's it.
Review that show, bitch.
You know what, dude? What I've been watching lately, bro? The Office.
Okay, I wasn't even talking about on TV shit.
Oh, you wasn't talking about TV shit?
I'm talking about on video shit, G.
Oh, like what?
Man, like our whole our whole last episode, like, because you know I'm supposed to be doing the videos, so I got them all cut up, but I got at least 6 FlyWithBats Show episodes to edit. I got to break up the Reviewing Dat shows, like, because that's the thing, like, on the FlyWithBats Show, when I'm editing those episodes, since it's a topical show, it's just basically, okay, this is that topic, this is that topic, this is that topic. And you know what I mean? It's easier to break in how, like, which mini video episode gonna be, because the audio episode is already broken into topics. But on Reviewing That, our topics are like long fucking conversations on different things. But it's like, you know what I mean? Each thing we talk about gonna get at least 30, 40 minutes, you know what I mean, of introspection, which is great. But I don't know how to turn that deep dive of 30, 40 minutes that we get into a fucking a 15 to 20 minute episode of something. I'm still figuring that part out. But it's like, so I got our last Lovecraft Country shit I got to edit up and show to the people. Okay. I got our Project Power shit I got to edit. Of course, all these are already on that, yo. All these on audio though. Wait,
okay.
Did I think I put out the audio Project Power.
You put up the audio, yeah.
Not the video. Okay,
the
cool.
video,
cool.
yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
So the audio's all up, but like, yeah, I want, cause that's the thing, cause I want the videos, you know, I want to be more, what I'm trying to say, cause, forgive us at the moment, dog. We're starting this. For everyone listening, welcome to Reviewing That Show. We're starting this motherfucker high as fuck, because we already had a podcast that was unrecorded before this. So you're going to catch us really on one, guys. We're letting you know. It's that actor guy, Mr. Bats, in the building. Yes, indeed.
And your favorite host, Marty, here.
Yeah, man.
And we already flying, baby.
We flying, baby.
We already mid-flight. You know what I'm saying? Welcome to the movie, baby. Welcome to the movie.
But like I was saying, son, it's like I got the Lovecraft Country before. I got the Project Power. I was about to say I wanted, because I just renamed the Instagram account the FWB Network, because just to facilitate, we're gonna have Joe's show coming out, Match 1.
Yeah, I can't wait for that.
And that's gonna also be audio too, and that's gonna be videos. And we, like I said, so I want to start throwing up the video versions of Reviewing That, so people could just get that variety. That's what I want. I want the variety on the Instagram page now. And then you throw in the FlyWithBats shit, and that leaves me with a whole lot of shit to edit. A lot of shit to edit. Yes. And I let a lot of it get on me, because we were setting up to shoot the movie or shoot the web series that I wrote. Yeah, man. And when that shit all went belly up, that shit just, it blew me, because we put in all these months of work. We put in all these months of work to get to this point to finally shoot. Even with the sound man, we even pushed back production for the sound man we had, because it's like hard to get a sound man of that caliber, with that equipment, to like capture your shit for free, nigga. That nigga, he's gonna do it for free off the strength, off the love.
Y'all captured a unicorn,
nigga. Okay. So for all that work that we put in, and then at a point we lost the cameras that we was gonna use, but then my dude Key, that he stepped up. He said, you know, he could be the shooter, help us with shoots. So then we got the cameras, and then things kept on happening, and we kept overcoming it. And then at the fucking 9th hour, dog, the day before, the sound guy hit me up. He told me how all his equipment got damaged in the thunderstorm, man. And like the production he just was working on owed him $10,000 worth of fucking EQ. So he was like, his bad, but he only had like 2 lav mics. He had nothing to really capture us. So then I had to just take that lick on like postponing the entire fucking situation, because I'm like, man, all I have is a boom mic, and he might have 1 or 2 lavs. I'm like, I didn't write this thing right here to have it not captured correctly. You know what I'm saying? Like one thing I was saying, like, a person will forgive your video quality to a degree if everything else is good. If the story good, if the acting good, if the sound's good. Yeah. But a motherfucker, you can have great video quality. If that sound suck, they won't watch it.
Right.
Like, people underestimate and don't realize how important and detrimental having good sound can be to a project that you try to get people to take seriously.
Right.
As soon as the
that's
sound
the thing.
fucked up, they'll be like...
People are more forgiving. I think audio is definitely important, but I feel like the younger generation is more forgiving for like mistakes and stuff like that there. But it's like as a mask, it's like there's a lot of people who will like click off once like the audio gets to a certain point. You may get a minute in, and if that audio ain't right,
they'll click off.
Yeah, I'm just not into it.
Unless they just really was fucking whatever concept that you was showing. I mean,
you can still get people to watch it, but like you're also gonna lose people.
You're also gonna lose people, and you're also gonna get put in the box of they shit ain't. You just playing. It's not professional. It's not professional. You know what I'm saying?
And it's not hard to look professional.
Dude, it's not as hard but it's not hard to look professional, dog. But that sound thing is so important. Not everybody gets it right. Not everybody has the means to capture sound correctly and to get it edited and mixed down. It's like there's a lot that go into sound and make it right. And one of the things that's been like driving me over the years with our Gumbo Monster shit is like, we making, these movies, these little shorts all these years or whatever, and we got the talent, we got the scripts, we got the ideas, we even get the cameras, but like we've never had a consistent sound person, son. So that's often been like a thing that's pissed me off. And some of my movies, of course, are better than others with it, but it's like I was like, man, like I told you, when I got inspired to write this script, dog, and I wrote those 3 episodes, and it's like basically a movie at this point, those 3 episodes back to back, and my mind was on, I want to do this shit right. You know what I mean? I'm trying to like capture it right. I want it to be right. I want it to be to his best of his ability. So I ain't trying to get hit with struggling to do sound just because we're trying to rush to meet some imaginary deadline that I made up. You know what I'm saying? Right. Now there were real deadlines. Like one of our actors, 2 of our actors are leaving town. So I might have to recast 1 or 2 things. You know what I'm saying? We're losing one of our locations, one of the most important locations. We only had that bitch for a certain amount of weeks in September, and now that bitch gonna be gone. So it's like when we decide to put this bitch back on his feet again, here's gonna be something else. But I mean, I'd rather put it back on his feet to be able to walk the right way,
right? Versus,
rush just to get something, just to have something. You know what I'm saying? And ironically, the dude that came back through with camera, he just bought sound equipment. So we might be rolling again sooner than I think. Just than I realized. So we'll see.
All right.
Trippy shit.
I was saying to hear that, man. I was looking forward to just walking around, throwing the camera in everybody's face and asking them questions.
Hey, man, it's still gonna go down. Just my thing is like right now in this COVID era, bro. Like everything is stopped. And like we was already living in a generation in an age where it's like you got to be a creator these days. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I can go to a million auditions and hope I get picked and hope I just blow up. I can do all that hoping, but if that's the only egg I'm going to put my basket in, I'm fucking myself. You know what I'm saying? That's why we do podcasts. That's why I do other things. So, you know what I mean? Just, you got to, what's the word? There's a word for it. Diversify. You know what I mean? Okay. So, so it was one of those things of right now, I think the panic came because it was like, auditions are coming, but they're not coming as they were. Shit ain't shooting like it was. And it's like, I need to do something so I can feel like at least if we shoot this shit, I could have a product that if need be, I can shop around to get a situation going. Like, that's what my head is at with a lot of things.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
Yeah. So
they can open up the door for more.
Bro, so it's just, that's why another reason why I was just like trying to make that deadline is why I had to decompress and like take a whole couple of days when we decided not to do it. And I feel you. All the shit that got backed up that I was putting off for the movie that now I still got to freaking do, because even though the movie ain't happening, son, we still got content material that need to happen. So, man. Yeah, man.
Yeah, I'm sorry to hear that, man, but, it's going to get back on his feet, and I will be there.
I'm even in a different space, too, with that. Like, dog, this might be revealing too much of what's to come, but I'm thinking about going back into the back catalog. And you know how they talk about pitching shit or whatever. Like a lot of times, these big companies
use it as like a concept.
Like we
want to do this way, but this is what we had with nothing. So like we want to give us a little seed investment. $500,000,
bro.
And we make it look like this. And blah blah blah.
So a lot of these people be selling pitches with just because that's the thing that they were saying that we should do too with the project I had of, and we might still do it. They were saying that should do a sizzle reel and to try to raise some money based off the reel, and then use that money to go back into the pot for, you know, the eventual shoot, which is what a lot of people do. That's like a common thing people do. And oftentimes, like, I don't be wanting to do that shit because I'll be like, man, I just want to do it. I'm ready to shoot. We got the cameras, we got this, we got my people. I don't be dependent. Because that's the thing, when you start doing that, you have to wait. And you gotta
wait for the funds. You gotta wait for the people.
You gotta beg motherfuckers for money.
You gotta campaign.
And campaign. Let's call it campaigning. You campaign. And then wait for it to come. And so all that wait and all that time, I get impatient. Nigga, I just be ready to go. You know what I want to do. But being smart and ergonomical. I understand that is the smarter way to go about it and such. But then when you tell me that's what we should do for this new project, and then you tell me that, you know what I mean, people be pitching ideas with a minute of something and be like, this is what it could be. Motherfucker, we in Gumbo Monster Canon, we got at least 20 projects of proof. They call it proof of concept. We got 20 projects of proof of concept that, okay, nigga, this could be a series, or this could have been a bigger movie, or this could have been something that people just need something. So now I'm on a level of, I'm trying to get this most recent project first and foremost, but I'm also about to dig in our crates and see what I can make, what's the word, not portfolio, but packages of, because not everything got legs, but certain things got legs. And if it has legs on it, I'm trying to make a package for it. So now it's like, okay, I got this thing, and look at all these other things. Because you fucked me up when you told me that Michaela Cohen, what's how you say her name? Michaela? Oh,
I made sure you.
Yeah. But
I don't know. Yeah.
Her.
Sorry. If I fucked it up.
This motherfucker.
I'm high now. I apologize.
She wrote 100 scripts.
Yeah. Oh, right. With the lockdown. Yeah. I don't know, dude.
Tyler Perry, crazy ass, just shot. You saw that? He shot his whole season in like 14 days of a show. If it was that, like five, it was some stupid amount of.
Okay, all right, okay.
What
so
the fuck? Now this
respect to.
Now pause. We'll give this.
Okay.
Let's give this disclaimer. My only reason for now we gonna get into that. All right.
You know what I'm about to do.
My only reason for bringing it up is niggas is out here working.
Okay. Yeah.
Niggas is out here working, and on some real nigga shit. Gumbo Monster's done a lot of work, work. And what would be driving me is right now we're in the era and it's happened too much. You do something and it'll die on YouTube. You throw it out there, and unless you got some big following already, whoever decided to look at it when you first put it out gonna look at it, and whatever views you got that first push is what it is. And after that, it dies on YouTube unless you have a YouTube base, a YouTube following.
Right.
And I'm like, there's too many of our movies and too many of our projects that have died on YouTube. And I'm not trying to make another thing that we only put out for the people that fuck with us watch, and then otherwise it dies on fucking YouTube. I also am not as enchanted by the festival circuit, because unless you have certain connections and you're in certain festivals, like the big time festivals and shit, like
nobody's
the Tribecas,
to buy your product.
Otherwise, you people get off on I screen my shit. You screen your shit to a bunch of strangers, but in some random way, that's a good thing that can build your audience to a degree. But this thought process of
a cult following,
you know what I mean? If you that you gonna just be discovered if you just put your shit in a bunch of festivals, that's not even the way. Again, unless you're in specific festivals and you have specific connect, or it's a festival that has a reward, a prize that's worthy of some shit. You spinning your wheels just throwing your shit in a lot of these festivals is what I've learned.
I agree.
So unless your thought process is, I'm trying to get a deal, I'm trying to get picked up, I'm trying to pitch this shit, I'm trying to get distribution, unless you're on the mindset of like, how I'm gonna be my own business, I'm a producer, whatever, unless we're on that level.
Own departments and shit.
Son, you're playing. That's why my mindset is on, okay, any future projects we doing is with the mindset of, okay, who can I get this in front of? Who can I pitch this to? How can we make this make money? Or how can we make this lead to something? Or looking at what we've done and be like, yo, this was about a company that broke up relationships so another motherfucker could get with the person that's in a relationship. That might have legs. This was a quirky superhero who had powers but didn't really have powers, but he was like on some, I'm trying to be the best superhero. That might have legs. This was like, we have so many things. If I just throw the concept of the already finished short film, imagine if it was like, with money, with backing. I feel like I have a lot of things we can pitch. So, funny enough, that setback of not being able to shoot the film I wanted to when I wanted to put my mind on a whole other kick looking at the whole totality of how to attack the fucking industry right now, at least in my brain. So like in a way, you know, it was like a blessing in disguise.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just throwing all that out there. Now we can pivot to talk about Tom Perry.
Nah, you put me up. No, because like honestly, I want to like shout out to Alpha Joe and Match One show that'll be coming. I have been thinking in terms of like the Rogue Martians thing. Like I wanted to do like a couple of different things. Like I wanted to start because you know, like you said, it's like you can die on YouTube, but it's like it's also like a grind to sort of get followers and shit like that. Like,
there's a grind to it.
Yeah, there's a grind to it.
That's
right?
the thing. I don't want to tell people don't do YouTube. What I'm saying is, when you decide to go the YouTube route, understand what you're getting yourself into. If you don't already have a fan base, you got to work that bitch and work that bitch and work that bitch and work that bitch and work that bitch. You feel me?
It's a job.
And even through working that bitch, you still might not get the returns on your investment that you were hoping to get at this time. When you want them.
Right.
Because something might pop years later. There's all kinds of things that happen. Yep. So I'm not saying, I still will put a project on YouTube, but I won't depend on YouTube being the end all be all for it, bro.
Exactly. Yeah, but I wanted to kind of like create like somewhat of a little network just with like a bunch of shows and whatnot. And it's like I kind of see it slowly happening already. So it's like now in my head I'm like, oh fuck, you were walking or leisurely walking, if anything. Now you need to run, motherfucker, run, because there's a lot of shit that's dope that's coming out, and it's like, well, you know, I kind of had some ideas. I maybe want to jump on them before they become irrelevant or something I can't use anymore.
Real.
So you know, and that's sort of like a kick in the pants you need, or at least I need every so often. So that was my reminder to make sure the camera's still running. And it is. We probably have about 5 more minutes.
So stop it. Cause that was some bullshit on the audio. The last one, bitch, trying to decipher what's the camera audio and what's still good podcast audio. And I was like, damn, you would repeat certain shit for the camera. I was like, my brain's going crazy.
Oh, cool. Cause I was like, yo, I
made it work though.
Yeah, cause I was just like, you gotta be some sort of mastermind to make this work. And I'm like, yo, I gotta just give it up to Sensei, because I would crumble. I'd be like in the corner of my office crying, because like that is just not something I want to do. Or just said fuck it.
You just hear the thoughts.
It's like nah, nigga, nah, fuck it.
It was a bitch, but if you want to listen to the last episode of Reviewing That, they're gonna get it's smooth. It's smooth.
Word.
You wouldn't know that we had to repeat ourselves at least 3 or 4 times because of a camera stoppage. And then anyway, what you were saying?
What were we talking? What was I
but you were saying.
I
you like that kick in the ass sometimes.
Yeah, that I feel like you need. I feel like I need that every so often. So I mean, and it's kind of happening now, and I'm just like, okay, cool. So now, kind of get your stuff together. I got a couple things I got to knock out, but yeah, I want to like spend a little time focusing on that, you know, like just trying to build something up. So I don't know what'll come of it and what the shows will actually be. I got like a couple of ideas and a way I want to go. I got like a couple of like 5 to 10 minute series, like a 6-episode run of like 2 shows, and just kind of do like something short that can be maybe uploaded to Instagram as well as like YouTube, and just kind of try
That's the move too these days, you know, as many platforms as possible.
If you can, and just try to funnel them all or whatever, and get as many like wherever you get the most love and attention. I mean, like I feel like Instagram right now is something that you can see something that you like or that you even remotely find interesting, and then share it, and then it'll get seen by whoever, you know what I'm saying?
Right now,
be, you know.
Instagram is a move. Facebook, a good thing. I put it on Facebook and then paid a little money for the boosted and let it be advertised.
Yeah, I've done that too.
And that will build its views up nicely. You know what I'm saying? Especially if you talk about something that people give a fuck about. And then, like you said, the YouTube thing as well. One thing I want to piggyback on, we used to bring up the YouTube thing. The reason I wrote a series is also because I still have faith in the level of, if you have a good you can put out a movie and make a nigga might not watch it, but if you continuously put out a series, I feel like it will find its audience if you remain honest and faithful to it.
Yeah. And
that's why I was like, even though I want my shit to die on YouTube, a piece of me still was feeling like, but it's like the slow and steady wins the race. I felt like if this shit good and we keep putting it out and keep putting it out, keep putting out. At a point, people start looking like, "What's up with this thing?"
Yeah,
like,
I keep getting new notifications for a new episode,
and they keep putting it out. Like, because that's one thing I've always said that I would be mad about. I was like, bro, like people respect consistency. A lot of times we fuck up by falling off. Like people see like minus consistency, they'll get with you, then you fall off. Which is why like many times like we got more consistency with our podcasts than our movies because we've been more consistent in putting out podcasts and putting out movies and series and shit that we could have done. So, I'm saying about both our entities, dog. Think about it. You've been doing Your 30 for all these years, and you have a certain audience on Your 30 because you and Lawrence have been maintaining that you're going to get some episodes of Your 30 at least however many times a month.
Right.
If not, however many times a week. You hear me? That consistency has shown people stuck with it. But that same consistency ain't with, if you put out a short film right now, you ain't going to get that same hit because people respecting you on this level, watching this consistency, but they don't know how consistent you are there yet, and they don't believe it.
And then how much it's going to take to like if you release one short film, it's like it may take you like a week or two to do that, and then put that out. It's like so now they're going to expect like something else. But it's like, it's going to take you a little while to come up with that. You know what I'm saying? Unless you got them all stacked up back to back.
That's one thing I always want to do. I want to stack up. Like, we were supposed to do that with wannabes. We were supposed to shoot like a bunch and then release them. Stacking up works, but here go the thing too.
That's what I want to do.
People respect consistency even if like, if you drop something every 2 weeks.
Yeah. If it's for sure gonna be every 2 weeks, people can. You
just gotta stick to what people expect. If you just disappear, that's the same thing we see in podcasts. A lot of people come out, I'm gonna do a podcast. Podcast is anything to do. Everybody wanna do a podcast. Yeah. They'll get in like maybe about a month or two and you'll never hear about their podcast again, never seen it again. There's a word for it. Ghost. I forget there's a word for it.
There's a word for it?
There's a word for it now when your podcast disappears. And it's a term. I forget what it is. Okay. I'm gonna look it up. But it's I gotta know what that is. Yeah, it's a thing. And no, you're not gonna get listeners or you're not gonna get viewers, you're not gonna get supporters if you're not consistent. So so I still respect what you're saying on like they got some series ideas you have in your mind. I think that can be successful as long as you stick to it. Yeah. You know what I mean? Cause it's hard enough. Like there's so many content creators right now. Did you find it?
Nah, it's telling me about some other stuff, like when your podcast expires. Oh, nah. That's like, I'm looking for the term. Nah, that ain't what I'm talking about. Technical support. Nah. You know what? Okay. Fuck it. But,
son. Don't think you're just going to get irrelevant either, dog, because that's the funny thing that we tell ourselves.
What? That the ideal.
Son.
If it doesn't become irrelevant, I feel like somebody else does something that's almost so similar that it's almost no point.
That's frustrating. Yeah. That's happened a lot of times, so nigga. Like I hate that. Like people was fucking with me about You, and they were saying like, "Dog, you know, You is kind of like a white version of Details." And I'm like, in a weird way, we did stumble across the friendly neighborhood sociopath kidnapping ass nigga. Like in 2012, we did Details, and You comes along and gets all the money, and I feel like. A lot of people a lot of creators have been in that position of having an idea that they just didn't have the resources to like make pop and then see someone like get the resources and pop it off. But that's just why you got to stick on your shit.
I was going to say another interesting thing, just because you mentioned You, is that You existed on Lifetime and didn't really have much attention.
Until Netflix.
And then it came to Netflix and all of a sudden it's this new brand new thing. But it's the exact same thing we gave you, just like Swamp Thing that'll be on CW.
But it's finding its audience. And
it will.
If people like Swamp Thing, watch the money's going to magically appear for season 2 that wasn't there for the season 2 before. That's what happens, dog. Yeah. Cause
Isn't it like a rated R though kind of thing? Like
I never watched it.
Oh, you never watched it?
I didn't watch the first.
I thought you watched like the first episode.
I didn't watch any of it. It was critically acclaimed, but
Did we turn it on and just give up on it at one point?
I think we did. We did. We were together.
We did. Yeah,
I was like, I ain't in the mood for this shit right now.
Okay, yeah.
Because it's kind of like dark, like you know what I'm saying?
Like put on Harley Quinn.
Yeah, that's what it was. It was shit like to put on fucking Harley Quinn, man. But son. But it's like you gotta find your fucking audience, dog, and that's part of it. Cause I look back, dog. Details, Shadow and Act is big right now. Details in 2012, Shadow and Act did a feature on it, and I tried to Google it to find, and it don't exist. And I'm so mad, son, because that's a cool thing to be like, yo, well, Shadow and Act covered Details, because at the time, because like now it's funny. I've never thought about this, but like Jordan Peele, like right now is doing all these cool ass things with like black people, like, you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And that used to be like when we first started with Gumbo Monster, one of our mantras of telling all these stories that's usually not told with black people, but with black people, whether it's some horror shit, some sci-fi shit. We got a bunch of shit in the canon like that, and Details was one of them. So in 2012 when we dropped it, like it didn't go viral, but like it did more, to this day, it did more spins than most things that we put out. And the fact that a couple of websites picked it up, and Shadow and Act, it was like not what it is now, but Shadow and Act at this time picked it up because we didn't have black thrillers. Even in 2012, like it was still odd to see black people do a horror movie with just black people. And for us, we know that shit ain't weird.
Right.
You know what I mean? In our community, we know it's weird. I'm not weird,
right.
But to the masses, it's just not a thing that we generally would have the opportunity to do. Luckily, like Jordan Peele doing Get Out and then doing us, like the resurgence of Jordan Peele has opened all those doors. Now we got the Kane, we got all these things happening. But it was a thing that like, and that's another reason why I keep saying like, I'm not trying like, I ain't trying to live in regret, son. And if they got some money on the table that a motherfucker could have got something off of, we made all these projects. Because who's like, dude, we did the 48-hour film festival for fucking 10, 11 years, G. We got 10, 11 years worth of projects just off that as well as our own shit. Why not see what we can do with it? Why not? Why not, bro?
Yeah, I agree. I mean, like, that's the thing I kind of like y'all, I kind of want to be in that position. I want to be where y'all are in terms of having, like, that whole, like, catalog of things. Like, if y'all even wanted to, because basically, I mean, some of the work there is kind of done if you wanted to look at it in a way like you mentioned earlier, like if you take, I don't know if Details is like the first thing that keeps coming to mind right now, but like, what if you pitched that to like a network or someone else as an actual show, like this is how we're going to expand upon it, this is what we're going to do with the show, like a 2-minute pitch or whatever, you know what I'm saying? Like that could happen because you have this film that can work as the opening piece to it. You know, now you give them the pitch of what the season's gonna look like, and then boom, they can say yes or no. Or it's like, you know, but it's like in terms of that, you have actual content, you have something invested, you even have views on it too, so it has some sort of attention. Yeah. And it's like it was picked up by that by Shadow Act, so it's like that.
I mean, I can't. That's fucked up. I can't find that article. It's like they must have purged like their history or something.
When they like maybe made a jump
level up,
yeah,
whole other level, stuff, on what it was in 2012. But I actively tried to find it, because for the longest, like since it's gotten bigger, I was like, wait, detail that out. Look, nope. Nothing about no details, nothing about no Gumbo Monster, nothing about no Mark Bass Grapper. It's gone, nigga.
The whole thing done got a facelift though. It don't look nothing like it did before though, right?
It don't look nothing like it did before. But it's like a just interesting little quote unquote detail in the history of things. Like we actually did blow up. It's a cool story to tell. Otherwise, it's just whatever, nigga.
It's like
you was on Shadow Act show, nigga.
Sure you was. Pull it up, nigga. Like everybody got a phone right now. Come on, pull it up. Oh, you can't find it on your phone? You want to use my phone? You gonna find it on my phone?
Bitch?
Find it on my phone. You can't find it on my phone either? But that shit don't exist.
It's really being in tune with like what you got and what you're working with. Like, because my biggest thing at times is I don't know who to talk to. I don't know who to go to. But I'm not going to focus on that. I'm going to focus on getting my packages together, getting them bitches done, and then being like, yo, I got shit. You heard me?
Word.
We am.
Yeah. Well, my ideas will, you know, hopefully be like 5 to 10 minutes and be shot in one location where I can shoot that whole mug in like a weekend or maybe even a week, and then like slowly release the episodes and then boom, get the next one knocked out, hopefully in the same fashion, then start releasing those and stuff like that. Like hopefully, I mean, let's talk about them now. Not to pull a Tyler Perry, if you will.
Tyler Perry said, I can make a whole season of a show and what was it, like 4-5 days?
Is that what he said?
Something he ain't said.
That's something close to it. He did it.
He just did it.
Okay. I've seen that the House of Pain show is back on, but it's on BET now, and it has our good friend of the show, China, from Black Lightning.
She came back.
Yeah, she came back. Her and the brother who also played the kid who played her brother. He
was making a big deal because he's skinny as shit now.
Yeah, he has slim. I wouldn't say skinny as shit, but he has slimmed down.
Oh, they call that man old man and shit, dog. They say he's skinny as shit now.
I mean, don't get me wrong. Yeah, like he's lost weight. And he has definitely gained.
Tyler Perry
age.
shot 19 episodes of his new series, Bruh, in 4 days, bro. The how, bruh? Bruh. Bruh. He shot bruh. Bruh, in 4 days. 19 episodes of television. 4 days. What did he do to those people? Like, the logistics
he has that compound in the whole, about the whole, like,
the whole situation. You gotta be quarantined.
Right.
Queen Sugar doing that right now, too. I got some friends that work on Queen Sugar, and they about to start recording at the end of the fucking month, and they're gonna make them for 2 weeks before they shoot anything. Quarantine. Or whatever, and they had to change the whole storyline or whatever in light of COVID, so it's gonna be interesting what comes out of everything. But like, a lot of these spots they trying to get their projects up and running, and like they're doing the whole quarantine for a few weeks, keep everybody in one area and go from there. So Tyler Perry has a whole situation for that. You know what I mean? His whole city he damn near built in his own, like a compound. Like he has coach shit going on. That's some coach shit when you got a compound.
But I can't really speak to Bruh because I haven't seen that one. But I've seen Sisters and I've seen The Oval.
Is it called Sisters or Sisters?
Sisters, I'm sorry, you're right. You're absolutely right.
Get it right.
No, respect. But I don't really. Him doing 5 shows. Oh, sorry. How many? 19. What was the number?
19 episodes.
19 episodes.
In 4 days.
In 4 days.
Yeah, bro.
Is the equivalent of something that I'm a little too high to catch right now. But holler at me later. It may come to me. But it's not the same. It's not the same. Like the quality, I don't know. So the quality,
19 episodes in 4 days, dog.
Yeah,
like
I gotta give him credit for that. Like all credit and respect, in that regard. But
we will always give him business respect on nigga. He just became a billionaire, dog. You know how to make your money. You know how to run your business.
Yeah.
Even though people have critiqued you, you have fucked over a couple of people, but I guess everyone does that. But
he's fucked over people, business wise.
Certain people say certain shit. I don't feel like getting into that right now, but apparently, like I think we talked about on previous podcasts. Honestly, people was accusing him of not like paying some writers or some shit. Some shit was going on with that.
Right. Okay, yeah.
But at the end of the day, like he's done a whole lot of good. Right. You know what I mean? He's done a whole lot of good. He's done, and he's something to be respected. But just certain moves he makes creatively, dog, I do not really jive into.
Yeah, I haven't rocked with him in a long time. But what I think, like just what he does, he comes up with really like one good idea at the beginning of the year. And then the rest of the year is just figuring out a way to retool that same idea to make it work for another property or for another thing, or maybe for the stage now, maybe for a soundtrack, maybe for a new TV show or whatever. It's just like that. Like he's just kind of recycling a whole bunch of stuff, and it's like him being able to do a bunch of things really, really quickly just doesn't really feel like what everybody else's standard is, because I don't know, maybe everybody else is recycling the same ideas over and over again too. But it's like, I don't know.
Not even from an idea standpoint, it might have been specifically looking at it as much as my G. Even if you had the best idea in the world, the best script in the world, you know what I mean? I would just really love to be a fly on the wall and see how you would be able to get that much done in that little time and for it to be quality.
Oh, it's not. It's absolutely the first take. Yeah, you gotta go with the first take. You think you got could you have time to shoot more than one take? Like you would know better than I would.
I don't think so.
In 4 days,
I feel 19? Like 19 episodes, y'all just setting up shots and it's like boop.
30 minutes?
Huh?
30-minute show?
I don't know how long bruh is.
Okay.
It's probably like
30 minutes. It's gotta be 30 minutes.
Yeah, it's one of these little sitcom. Yeah. Oh. But still, son, like I'm not even thinking about like the actors memorizing lines, any of that, 'cause that's a whole other kick. But they doing that's that soap opera shit you on. Like, bruh, even the soap operas don't move that fast. Like dude, that is
it's not there.
That's high mileage. So my thought process is, I'm gonna like.
There's
anything,
no quality control. There's nobody there to be like, well, this could be stronger. You could focus on this. No, I know my audience and I know what they want, so I will do what I please.
This is some great publicity for that show because you're gonna have me. I'm gonna watch this season just out of pure.
Are you?
First episode. I'm
bless your heart.
Out of pure curiosity of what does that look like. What does 19 episodes in 4 days look like? I got to at least see the first.
It looks like the first episode of The Oval. All right. I
didn't see The Oval.
Oh my God.
But I got a partner that's on The Oval.
Oh, word. Okay.
And she also just got cast as Wendy Williams in the Wendy Williams biopic. Sierra Payton. She
You know Sierra? Mm-hmm. All right, yeah, we did theater together.
She went to McMahon with me back in the day.
Word, okay.
But she used to split McMahon and Noka.
Yeah.
And what's funny is, because like I often say, like I always wanted to be an actor. So anybody that shared the dream, I always kept an eye on. So I remember she was one of people like that, like people talk about like she goes to Noka and she's really good. But I didn't I speak in the past like, what's up? But like we weren't friends, you know what I'm saying? Okay, so over the years, when I'm trying to figure my way, like I'm keeping tabs on her because I'm like, oh, she like acting, she's getting it in, you know what I mean? That's what's up. So I remember like early on, like in my career, like when I saw she doing that, I just reached out on some like, what's up? Like, we went to McMahon again. She's like, yeah, I remember you, this and that. And like we always kept in like light touch on some industry ish. Like she said, she gave me some like, remember this and that, appreciate it, keep it pushing. Years go by, she see, oh damn, like you booking too, you getting in. So it's always been this like mutual respect of like, dog, we both from New Orleans, went to McMahon, and like we're finding our way, and she's getting it in. You heard me? You know what I mean? She go from a big role on Oval. She had another big role recently.
She was in Old Boy. She was in Californication. She was in a couple.
You see all this. No. She has a great resume. But like, I often look at like, because I got a great resume as far as when you look at like, I'm just saying it as booking things. But there's those roles that you get that like put you in position for things. That's what I'm looking at. Like right now, she's paid her dues. She's like been in all those Californications, those like an Old Boy. Cause she's paid all her dues with those smaller roles of these like other roles that's built up to now. Like you want a series regular on the Oval. You get what I'm saying? You about to be Wendy Williams, the lead in this film. You know what I mean? Now we're seeing the dividends come through in the positions. Okay. So I got like much respect to her. Like I love her on that. Like even because whether I never watched the Oval, I might not even like the Oval, but I'm still gonna respect.
She's like I'm always nice about her. Like that's why I'm happy the show exists because it employs her.
Yes.
Like that's the only reason I'm happy about the show.
And she's really good. Period. I've seen her in other things. Yeah. Like she's really good. So I just hope that like these things are just the next thing to put Miss Sierra Payton on. Because one thing I think a friend of mine told me, somebody told me about her. Like she's found like who told me this about her? Or did I watch her talk about just being in the room? Like she's been in the room with Journey Small. Like oftentimes like you be that person because you have a similar type to somebody that you find yourself in the running always against them, but the bigger name tends to get it over you because, you know what I mean, they're the bigger name. So until you get into a position where your name or someone going to take a chance on you, So things like these are those building blocks, you know what I'm saying? Like her, like if there's two actors that you should keep your eye on, Sierra Payton from New Orleans and my dude Kelvin Harrison from New Orleans. That dude's killing. You could catch him in Waves. He was in.
Oh, you know him?
It's another industry thing. Like we both were.
I like him. He's good.
He's very good. He's a beast.
I like him.
He killed this other movie called. He was playing a sociopath nigga, man. Oh shit! What's the name of this fucking movie? Where's my phone? I watched it on a plane, and I was like, oh my, because I've been big up in this dude because we were in the pilot for. This show that didn't get picked up. Okay, let me go to Design to Be. Loose. He killed this movie called Loose.
That's on Netflix, I think.
Watch that joint.
Is it? Okay. I keep seeing it. Yeah, okay, I'll watch it. It's dope?
Killed it dope, and he killed the fucking role. Like, the story's cool, too, but just, like, I've been saying this for years. I be sharing this. I'm like, people need to take it. I think, I've even told him, like, this dude gonna be, like, next up, for real.
Yeah, I saw Waves, man, and he really like blew me away in that. Like that whole movie thing is just it was awesome, but like he was really good in it. And something else I saw him in, I can't remember what the other thing was. He's been in a lot
of shit because he's been in movies with Jeffrey Wright. He's been in movies with Jeff. He's a cat that's been killing the indie stage. Like that's the thing. Like he's been getting good work on the indie stage. Because what's funny is he was part of my same agency in Louisiana, LTA. And I believe, if I remember the story right, he was in 12 Years a Slave. And he had like a small role on there. But like from that, he was able to get his manager from like the East Coast. And from the East Coast manager, that's why I've often told you on this podcast that you get the right manager like in the East Coast or the West Coast, that's elevating your opportunities. So that's what happened. He was able to elevate his opportunities. And since that nigga a beast, opportunity meets actual fucking boom. Yeah. So he been killing it for the past few years. So Waves made waves, Loose doing this thing. So he's one of them cats that's like on that, like he right there. The way I know him is there's this pilot called Shepherd that was getting produced starring Lance Nichols. Another freaking local New Orleans legend. If you check out my dude Lance Nichols, I mean that's Uncle Lance. He's awesome. But yeah, it was this joint called Shepherd. Lance Nichols was starring as priest turned vigilante. Yeah, in New Orleans.
That's interesting. Ooh, okay. Okay. It's like a contemporary. It's like happening today. Okay.
Today's time is gonna be like on some The Wire shit, but we're like he's like a priest because like a girl in this freaking congregation got murdered due to some violence or whatever, and it's going and that sets him off, and he decided he's gonna at least go find her killer because she was real close to him, and like some shit go on, and there's like a big conspiracy. I still have the pilot episode. I can send it to you, but like
I'd love to see that. What network was it with?
It was the pilot was pitched because it won they shot it and they shot it great. Like that's another thing too. It was my first time being a part of something where niggas tried to pitch some shit and they didn't pick it up. HBO, they won this competition, this thing called it was this competition for all I remember it was a competition where if you won it, you got to present or at least pitch your shit to HBO. You feel me? And HBO checked it out and they passed on it. And I guess that's just where it died. But he was in it. He played I was gonna play the lead villain in the show. And he played this guy that because what's funny is his career, I guess, started. I guess he was about to move to LA or something, right when they was about to shoot it, so they had to change his character to be somebody who died or whatever. And but he and that bitch killing the role in that thing, and like I remember we both were in that. So I think I reached out to him when I saw I saw him in something like this before even like a lot of even the accolades came. I just saw it, you know what I mean? Like man, this the dude. I see this cat, and then I saw him even in that. I had to give him his power. I was like, bro, you killed it in Shepherd, dog. Like the whole scene, you like murdered it, dog. Like, and he's like, appreciate this and that. So from afar, I've always been like, give him his props. We like give a little quick chit chat every now and then. Once again, I'm not gonna be like we're besties, we're friends, nothing like that. But it's like on some two people in the game, acquaintances, like respect. But again, I see just so much for like both Sierra and him as far as like New Orleans actors. You know what I mean? Of course, everybody in my circle, I got the same love and experience and expectations for. But I'm just saying, as far as like, cats that I already see, like, okay, look at the equity that you've already created in the game. When I bring that real estate like mindset of it, like, the part of how much real estate you acquire, how much power you got. They're acquiring the proper real estate to make them get in some phenomenal positions, and they have the fucking talent to back it. So it's like, I'm just rooting for everybody that's from New Orleans. I'm rooting for everybody black from New Orleans.
Yo, for real. Cause I'm like, let's be honest, y'all. They gonna need a new generation of Marvel characters in a second. So I mean,
right.
Yo, I'm just saying. Let's just.
I got mad at John Boyega for he trying to take my role. So,
which one? What do you
bro, like for the longest, I've been told to many people I've had this dream role of being Jason Todd. I was often saying like, what if Jason Todd was black? Because like I felt like of all the Robins, that's the second Robin that get killed.
Yeah.
I often say, man, Jason Todd could be black. Because one thing is like
Dick, right?
Dick, he comes back as the Red Hood, and the Red Hood is like this Punisher type character that's like badass and shit. John Boyega went on record saying, I want to be Jason. Or whatever. I'm like, man, no, you don't get to be, don't say it. You famous. If you say it, it's yours. No. Yeah. So now my other secret goal is to be the villain in a Static Shock movie.
Oh, fuck yeah.
They're actually creating that shit.
Are they making a movie?
Well, they don't know if they want to. They don't know if they want to be a movie or series yet, but the project is being written right now. Like it's actually for once finally in development. Whatever they want to do, like. DC talking about it. They already got like, all these fan castings, but Static Shock is happening, G.
Oh, that is dope, man. I've been waiting for Static Shock for so long. I guess that means we're not going to get him on Black Lightning then.
That sounds about right.
Yeah.
But you know what? No.
They like to monopolize like the characters and stuff. And they don't
Wait. We will say this: in recent times, the WB and DC has been more open to the multiverse concept. So just because he appears on the show, don't mean that they still wouldn't go forward with something else. It's possible now. 10 years ago, they wouldn't have done this, but now it's way more open that they might still let them do both.
Fair enough.
I mean, we saw Ezra Miller on the fucing crossover on the Flash, bro. So it's like, no, they're way more open.
Can I say something real quickly off topic? We watched. I don't know if we watched it together, and I don't think we watched it together. But no, you sent it to me. That's what happened. You sent me the Batman trailer.
The Batman, yeah.
And there was another trailer for. I don't know if you sent this to me or not, but I saw it. There's a trailer for the Snyder cut. There's like a trailer for it. You've seen it?
Seen it.
Right. Okay.
Yep.
So I didn't know that I was gonna be more excited about seeing the Zack Snyder cut of his movie because like it actually looks pretty fucking epic. Yeah, I'm like,
come on, eat that crow, eat it. Come on, taste
I was just gonna say, man,
eat the crow.
Can I have mine fried?
Come on, eat the crow. I told you.
Can I have it fried?
Eat the crow. I said it might be awesome, son.
I'll take it, man.
I said from what I told you episodes ago, from what I'm hearing about this possible Snyder cut, this thing might be pretty raw. And that trailer looked pretty epic. And the fact it's gonna be a 4-part series and not one movie.
Yeah. It's like that trailer put me over its knee and spanked me, and I stood up and liked it. I don't know.
I stood up and liked it.
I like that. I don't know. I didn't expect to.
Bro.
But it was. It's dope. I didn't.
And it could live in its own universe.
Yeah, but don't get it. Yeah, it could live in its own universe. Right.
There's a rumor that they might let Zack Snyder do a Man of Steel 2 now, depending upon how good the Snyder cut does on views on Facebook Max.
I'll toss him a shekel if that helps. I mean, you know.
That's the thing, dog. Y'all fucked up in my vision when y'all tried to give Zack Snyder your entire in universe. No, if you let Zack Snyder just do some cool shit in his own fucking corner, and we just say this is not in our world, this is just some shit he doing and having fun with. It's gonna be some cool concepts. I already know when the Snyder cut dropped, all the rumors and things I know about the Snyder cut already. It's a bunch of shit that on its own, if I'm reading an Elseworlds comic book, fun shit to read.
But if this is a part of a universe we're building on,
fuck you.
Oh wow.
Like some of it, but some of it, nah, dude. I don't want that to be my main in continuity. Like from the beginning, I didn't want the main in continuity to have a fucking 50-year-old Batman and a Superman that's fucking depressed. I don't like. There's a bunch of things like that you just started with in this world that
not be as pussy whipped. I don't mind them being depressed.
I'm just saying, there's a once Zack Snyder's world becomes Elseworlds, even though I really like Man of Steel. Once Zack Snyder's world becomes Elseworlds, a lot of things become a lot more palatable. Because I get to go, this ain't real. It's just...
He's just playing with this
It's like watching Joker. Joker, like, you know what I mean? It's a cool movie. I don't look at it as in a Batman universe. It's just some interesting shit that director did. Cool. I'm all for a cool little Elseworld story.
But you're looking at them like they're children. Like, this is real. This is everything to us. And you're like,
cute.
Yeah, sure, it's cute. It's fine. You go ahead and believe that if you want to.
Even awesome.
Because that's exactly how they're presenting it to you. As though it's not an Elseworld.
No, bitch. I live in a world, I'm a comic book nigga, bro. Yeah. I can read different storylines and know that this is happening in man continuity. This is his own special event. This is an Elseworlds tale. They got all that shit going on. Like I said, I read at least 4 or 5 different Batman related comic books that don't have shit to do with each other, a couple of them. Just because there's so many like alternative things that goes on in comic books. That's why I say a lot of people.
Oh yeah, they flood the market though. When you really like, I thought you were joking. Like, there's so many like just Batman comics. Yeah. Like they really just kind of whatever idea somebody has, it's just like, hey, run with it.
You have the Batman main continuity. You got Detective Comics, which is like more him in group settings and more detective type tales. Mm-hmm. And those two are 2 different storylines most times. You have then there's oftentimes event going on in DC that's not often necessarily what's going on in the main Batman continuity. Like there's an event called Dark Metal that's happening. There's actually a couple of events happening at once Then there's a Justice League comic, which Batman is also in. Then there's a Batman and Superman comic that has his own series in its own world too. Like they got all this shit. On? Then there's a Nightwing comic. There's a Teen Titans comic with Robin as the leader, so that's still Batman related. There's a Batwoman comic. There's a Batgirl comic. You know what I mean? Like if I want to just,
they still doing
there's Red Hood comic. There's like so many Batman related comics that. And that's just Batman. Now, not to mention if I get into any other character who has his own shit going on as well in the same vein. Now, Batman's the most popular, so he has the most. But again, like
a lot of them are like him though, you know, where like the other ones are probably like branching off from the main character.
Yeah.
Like a lot of those are like him. Like isn't Gotham by Gaslight and shit? Like all those like
that's isolated incident. But
again, okay,
I gather my Gaslight is a Gotham now.
Okay.
Because that's again that's its own tale. It's like its own Elseworld story that someone wanted to tell with Batman Gotham by Gaslight. So again, that's what I'm saying. So that's why I look at Zack Snyder doing. Like when he puts out his Snyder cut of shit, I'm like, yeah. Because I personally don't even count Justice League. Like I can't wait for the Flash to come out. Not because I fuck with Ezra Miller, because I do not like Ezra Miller as Barry Allen Flash. I would say this side turned blue, but because they're about to Flashpoint some shit and make a lot of shit not real no more. So let's go Flashpoint, change the universe. We about to get Michael Keaton back. We about to get Ben Affleck back. We like all these things happening with this Flashpoint shit is about to be interesting.
The only thing that they can do interesting is to fix his run. Unless the Flashpoint is gonna fix that.
Please fix his run.
Which it clearly has not changed if you watch the trailer for the Snyder cut.
Well, you can't get it to change in the Snyder cut. I'm hoping it changed by his movie.
Oh, really?
It's a new director. I'm hoping a new director, because that's what's happening for even with Wonder Woman is looking different because Zack Snyder he produced Wonder Woman 1 and he still had his fucking fingers on like the end of it.
I just had to make sure. I'm sorry.
Yeah, but so it's possible that the next director may change Flash's run, hopefully, because
I hope
he runs like an idiot.
Yeah, but it's like it's a universal thing. I don't think anybody enjoys that.
So, which means it's most likely going to get changed. I hope they change Ezra, but they won't.
Yeah, I mean that should have just. I don't know. I feel like he's giving you every reason to swap him out.
He fucked somebody's wife. He got something.
What?
He has something on somebody.
He's got some sort of dirt, man.
I mean, can we just give Adrian Brody a fucking not Adrian Brody? What's my dude name?
Adrian.
Can we get Adam Driver a haircut and just let him do it or something? Like let him be Barry though, not this goofy one.
Oh God, man, he's too, you know.
Yeah, you're right. Anyway,
But
anyway, I am excited for the Snyder cut. The Batman, of course, you know I'm excited. But dude, I think we talked about this already. The fact that teaser that you saw of the Batman is off of only 25% of the movie being shot.
Oh, was it really only off of 25% of the movie?
25% of the movie being shot.
Oh shit. Okay. Well,
and they just had this whole production again because Robert Pattinson got COVID.
Oh yeah, that's right. I heard about that.
Him and The Rock got COVID. Like damn shit.
Wait,
Black Adam, The Rock.
Oh, The Rock got it right. Yeah, The Rock and his family.
Black Adam and Batman both have COVID right now.
Oh, so that is real.
Right.
That he's being Black Adam, like that's for sure. Because they keep putting this trailer in front of me, but
The Rock has been attached.
It's not real.
No, that's because The Rock has been attached. He signed on to be Black Adam years ago. I mean, a good 4 or 5.
Shazam, right?
Nigga, yes.
Okay.
He been signed on to be Black Adam, like been. And at first he was supposed to be in the first Shazam movie, but then they took him out because they didn't want him to overshadow. You know what I mean? Because it's The Rock.
Versus,
he's gonna overshadow Levy.
Whatever,
hell yeah. And then that's when The Rock was like, well, let me get my own movie for my background because they already know if it's The Rock, he's gonna wind up being an anti-hero anyway. Because Black Adam is a villain, but he also be on some anti-hero shit sometimes too. He's one of those type of cats that you could Vegeta him any kind of way you want him. So
depending on what season you're in.
You know, when you got somebody caliber of The Rock, if The Rock wants his own movie, The Rock gets his own movie.
Yeah, The Rock wants lemon, The Rock gets lemon.
Yeah, and at a point, Black Adam was going to come out before Shazam, and everybody was like, "What?" But yeah, so bro, Shazam's come out. Shazam's a hit. Black Adam's about to come out, and I feel like I forget who it was. They announced Black Adam's villain already in that movie, so that movie's still a go. It's actually happening. The Rock is doing it.
Are you excited about the Suicide Squad trailer? Or the little, I guess it's not really a trailer. It's more like a behind-the-scenes featurette. But like,
I'm interested in it specifically because of James Gunn.
Me too.
Like he has such goodwill with me after Guardians of the Galaxy.
Have you watched that little promo thing though that they've done? Like where everybody big ups like only James Gunn could have directed the Suicide Suicide Squad. Like 5 people say that.
I didn't
I'm just
say
like,
that. Okay,
oh my god, y'all just like shit on David Ayers. Like, why did y'all do that? That's not fair.
But the issue is
I don't
too.
hate that movie that much.
I don't
That's
hate the
cold.
movie, and I'm very curious if at some point I'm going to see the air cut. Because again,
That's
that's
a whole nother cut.
No, it was that movie got reshot.
Bro, I have. Oh, okay. Because I'm about to say I have the Blu-ray.
It never came out.
It's an unrated.
It's like some Snyder cut shit. Like that came
never
out.
Released it.
He never got released because he shot a version of the movie and went to testing, and apparently it was like too dark or something. It was like too something, and he wanted to like lighten it up. So like, and that's why a lot of the Joker scenes got cut. That's why Jared Leto was so pissed because he was doing all that shit, and people like he thought he was tormenting his cast, and he only in this little piece of the movie. But the thing is, in the real movie, he has way more scenes. But all his scenes got cut for the most part when they reshot and retooled the movie. So seeing as you gotta check it.
Oh no, we actually still good.
You want to redo anyway?
Yeah, we had 15. Let's not test it.
Right.
And battery's looking good, so we should be good. Alrighty.
Yeah, son. So seeing as like they retooled his film, so we never really got to see his real film. I'm curious as to what his real film looked like. Might even save Jared's portrayal as the Joker. You know what I'm saying? So we shouldn't because dog. One thing I will always say, dog. An edit can fuck you. Edit can fuck you, son.
So can a little dick.
I don't know what
And I mean, I feel like we can blame the waterbed, but this is
I just know if I was putting forth a performance, right, and I know the totality as an actor, the totality of what I'm putting forth, and if I'm going into this scene being like, okay, I'm doing this in this scene for this reason because it's gonna pay off in this other scene for that reason. Fair enough. And then you cut the other fucking scene. And I'm looking stupid as shit in whatever I was doing in the previous scene. Yeah. So that's why I'm on the level of, like we shouldn't
can't control that.
There's a lot Air can't control. So it's like, I'm not going to shit on Air, but the studio cut of his film had left something to be desired. And if you think about all the Suicide Squad could be, honestly, Suicide Squad should have dropped before Guardians of the Galaxy. Because Suicide Squad is a product that came out, like it was known, it was a product before Guardians of the Galaxy. Like, you know what I mean? Like, if any, because you're talking about a bunch of DC villains coming together doing all these secret missions. I mean, if anything, I would have thought just before Guardians of the Galaxy came out, if I'm using my logical mind, if I had to sell or pitch one, I would think that on paper, I would have been able to pitch Suicide Squad before I would have been able to pitch Guardians of the Galaxy.
Oh. Right, okay.
Guardians of the Galaxy, it was a surprise hit that opened the door for a lot of shit. But a lot of people did not know that a space thing with these unknown characters and a talking raccoon and a talking tree and all, they didn't know that was going to be what it was. They took a real smart gamble on that. You know what I mean?
And they put it in the hands of like somebody who could twerk it. Yeah.
And who knows if Air's cut would have been some cool shit on a different kick. We don't know. But I'm excited to see what James Gunn does.
Me too. Like even with all of the very, very blatant dick sucking that they're doing, like they're on his lap telling them what they want for Christmas.
Hey, they must have had a lot of fun on that set then.
It don't get me wrong though, like everybody seems very, very sincere, and it's fucking James Gunn, and it's like you know what he's capable of.
And look at his Guardians of the Galaxy cast the same way. They're like, we love you. Like he must just be the cool ass guy, bro. Like,
oh yeah. Like everybody will just like go like fall on the sword for him. So I mean. Yeah, I am super, super excited. It's like if we're going off of as the last couple movies have been hits, and as far as I'm concerned, like you guys are on a run. If his movie is somewhat coming up next, I mean y'all run is pretty secure.
And you cannot say his influence didn't affect Thor 3.
Oh hell yeah! They like it basically saved. It made Thor fun again.
I mean,
it made Thor fun.
He didn't direct.
He
Thor
wasn't
3.
interested.
We know it was Tahiti. I never could say his name right. That directed it.
But Taika Waititi.
Yeah, but Marvel wouldn't have gone in that direction with Thor if Guardians of the Galaxy didn't open the door for it to be a hit in that man. Right. You know what I mean? The comedy.
He gave him a template.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. So. Yeah, man. So let's move into Lovecraft Country, man. First, before we get into that, The Boys.
The boys.
You got to see the first 3 episodes. I got to see the first episode.
Okay.
It's back with a vengeance, bro.
Yes. Yes,
with,
it is.
With just
Fuck
as much,
Stormfront.
my nigga, like,
yes.
they just, again, I've only seen the first episode. I know nothing past the first episode.
Text me when you get to 3.
Son, they put the dick in your ass, man.
Mm-hmm.
No lube.
No, not at all. And they knew what they were doing, so they only gave you the first 3 inches. If you want the other 5, you got to wait 1 week, week to week to get it.
Imagine if you was doing that to somebody, bro. Well, imagine if you was about to have sex with a woman, son, and you gave her 3 inches.
You only can have.
And 3. She see you got a good maybe 6, 7 more inches, and she feeling like 3. She get excited. She get excited for that where it's going to go because you put the 3 in, and she's like, "Oh God, those next inches about to be great," and then you leave. And you be like, "I'm gonna be back next week and give you another inch."
Yeah. And don't worry, we're gonna train you too.
Yeah.
Each week.
By the time you get the whole thing, baby, it'll be worth it. Trust me.
Hopefully. Love me.
Black Noir decapitated a person from their fucking jaw.
Oh shit! Yeah, that happened in the first episode. Yeah. What the fuck is his power?
They blew up the CIA lady's head.
Yes, they
like
did.
all kinds.
I didn't see that one coming. Yeah. Okay. Wow. A lot of stuff did happen in the first episode. Okay.
Yeah, bro.
Yeah.
I was at first episode. It was like, whoa, guys.
You would think you'd seen the second episode, but shit, no, that all happened in the first.
All in the
okay,
first.
Word. Okay, gotcha.
And we have not, like, I feel like they're giving Black Noir a lot more shine this season because we didn't really get much of him last season.
He takes an interest, something, it gets very interesting for him. But like I said, it's only up till 3 episodes, so hopefully they dive into that more. It seems as though they're dropping breadcrumbs. So if they don't, it'd be weird. But I imagine they will. Fuck Stormfront. You really got to text me. I haven't gotten that far now.
Episode 3. I have been spoiled to find out that she's a Nazi or something. Apparently, allegedly. Don't give me much about that. But here's what I say about Stormfront from just seeing the first episode, and I'm glad that you said fuck Stormfront, right?
Cool.
Because I was watching it with a friend of mine.
Okay.
And the whole time I'm watching it, I said she's a spy. And my friend looked at me. She's like, "What?"
Word.
And I was like, "My nigga."
What gave you that?
Because she trying too hard to be likable, to be anti-vaught, to be I'm so down, I'm so cool. And I think something was said earlier about something. All I know is my first thoughts was she's a spy. Don't trust her. Giancarlo Esposito put her in the squad for a reason. You don't. I was like, whatever you do, she's spying on you. Don't tell her nothing about your shit. I feel like you liking her too much. You're gonna want to be open to her. You naive motherfucking Starlight. Please don't try to be friends with this woman. I do not get good vibes. I know she's funny. She's coy. She's likable. Like she's a dick.
I'm glad you
because in the first episode, all her little quips and shit is funny. But then when I started feeling like, no, those quips are for a reason. No, those quips feel strategic. Like I really feel something is up. You know what I'm saying? So the fact that you just said fuck Stormfront just made me feel completely like, okay.
Oh yeah, you're definitely valid.
All my fucking I be knowing G and all my fucking flags. I'm like, okay, yes. Don't trust her. Good. I know.
That's it's fair, but none of that is confirmed. The Nazi thing. It's fair, but it's
okay.
Like
go to the thing. Okay.
It.
Here go the thing. I was watching one of my favorite things on YouTube, Honest Trailers.
Oh, okay, word.
And Honest Trailers, for people that don't know, they take a movie or a TV series, and they give you their honest trailer, their honest it's like maybe 3 minutes at most, maybe 5 minutes. I don't know, it's like 3 to 5 minutes. They're short as fuck, but they give you a trailer on what this entire series or what this entire film is about in the most sarcastic, ironic, hilarious way possible. You know what I'm saying? And they're gold when they be talking. So the dude was like, he was doing an honest trailer on The Boys season 1, and he was like, man, but they gave a little sneak. He was like, and I hear in season 2 there's this chick named Stormfront. She's a real Nazi. So they may have been using it in a facetious manner, not saying she's an actual Hitler Nazi, but she's a motherfucking problem.
She's about that life.
Yeah.
Okay, that's fair.
I gotta watch the next 2 episodes. I gotta catch up.
Like I wanna be specific because like there's so many things. Like at least there's maybe like 2 or 3 things that I could be saying fuck Stormfront for. But there's one specific thing that I'm saying fuck her for, and I'm sure you'll know what it is, but it's like they're gonna hit you with a couple things at once. Yeah. So it's like the thing that pisses you off the most personally is probably the thing that I'm saying fuck you for.
That's fine, but I know that a fuck you to her is coming. I'm glad.
Yeah, I'm glad. Yeah, good for you, cause like I had to fucking switch gears. I was like, oh, I was kind of.
They try to make you dig her.
I didn't hate it. Yeah, they would.
They
I definitely got that vibe.
Dig her.
They want
and
you
that's
to dig
what
her.
was my flag.
She hadn't won me over yet, but she wasn't where she is now.
I'm gonna see. But that's the thing. Love you, Giancarlo Esposito. You gotta say that sometimes. It keeps your breath fresh. Like you gotta say his name sometimes. It just feel good in your mouth. Giancarlo Esposito. You hear me? If he's in your movie, he just up the class of your freaking film or your TV series or your project as soon as he enters the room. Yeah, I was so hyped when I saw him fucking emasculate fucking Homelander. I was like, Homelander, who you know you talking to? Do you know who the fuck you talking to?
And he doesn't flinch.
I don't give a damn who he is in any role he in. To me, he is Giancarlo. And you ain't gonna talk to Giancarlo like that.
You gonna think you gonna talk to him like that.
And he gonna always let you get it out.
Get your mind right.
He always let you get it out too. Yo. He got the best stone face when you talking to him.
Yeah.
And then when it's my turn to speak.
Okay.
I'm about to get you.
Now I'm about to throw a bunch of shit in your lap. Here are these grenades you thought you threw it out of place. Boom, we gonna pop them and throw them right back at you. And then you see fucking, like, you know what was very refreshing, though?
You thought this was a superhero company. No, we are a pharmaceutical company.
Yeah. like the refreshing thing, bro, is watching fucking Homelander, like, kind of be befuddled, like, I don't know what the fuck to say, or, you know, like that his body language and shit got all tense and shit. He's like, we know what the fuck you were doing. We know what the fuck you were doing. Yeah. And we've been watching you.
Dog, Giancarlo Batman them.
Yeah,
he Batman them. Like he said, I know everything. I'm up on all of it. Nigga, you cannot intimidate me, my brain. But I still stand by another thing I was thinking. What? He got some of that juice in him.
I was about to say. Yeah, there's no way. Either you are a hologram right now, or you are juiced up as well, playing this game, playing the long game.
Because you know he a fucking psychopath.
I'm like, bro, you all are alone. And here's the thing. You may have cameras, but nigga, who's gonna stop him right now? You know what I'm saying? Like,
and he's
right
already shown
now.
He don't give a fuck.
Yeah, he really does not give a fuck. I listened to somebody else talk about this, and it was like it's absolutely true. Like you get there's a level of tense, or you feel tense whenever he's alone with someone in a room because like I want to say like from early on, at least from very early on, when they say fuck you Marvel, and the I'm sorry, was that in the first episode?
I didn't get a fuck you Marvel.
Fuck. I could have sworn that was in the first episode.
It might have been. What you saying?
Was there a character introduced who
Oh yeah, that was fucked up.
Yeah, okay.
That was fucked up. Daredevil, fuck you.
Yeah, fuck you, Daredevil.
Fuck you, Daredevil.
Oh yeah, see, that's why I don't have you in the field.
Oh,
this is what would really happen.
God damn, I didn't even take it in as a fuck you Marvel. You just said it.
I was like,
they shat on my dog.
I'm like, oh, is he coming back? Does he have a season 4?
Oh God, that was so wrong. That hurt.
Good luck.
Dog. That's another thing, son. Just as a sidetrack, this season is even more raw, like rawer. Like they are even more like, fuck it. Like you see what world we're in? We don't like. We're gonna balls to the wall.
Yeah.
What you saying about him being alone? Yeah,
being alone with people. Yeah, like that example there. It's like you never know what this motherfucker's gonna do, and he don't give a fuck. You know what I'm saying? No fucks given whatsoever. And him being alone with Giancarlo Esposito. Did I say that right? Probably did.
Giancarlo Esposito.
Okay, there we go. That felt better. Now my breath feels better.
Yeah.
So when they were alone together, I felt I was like real nervous. I was kind of like, well, but then I saw he wasn't nervous.
Yeah.
And I think there's a point that I probably have to get to when you've gotten a little bit further. But there's something that kind of shifts the way you think about things because it's like, well, if this is true, then something else must be true.
I'm gonna watch it as soon as
Yeah,
you leave.
I'm saying.
You don't even realize how you're selling this to me. I'm like, man, I'm gonna watch these 2 episodes.
They don't skimp on it, I think that's why people are pissed. I understand people being pissed, especially when you gave us the entire first season all at once.
Yeah,
and then now you're holding it down. I mean, like this sort of made me like because I canceled my my Prime at one point, but this was something that was making me consider not canceling it. You know what I'm saying? Like this show and The Marvelous Miss Maisel are 2 things I'm like, well, you know what? I'll keep it for those. As long as y'all have those shows running, I'll keep it. You know, and we'll still wind up canceling it, but still wind up canceling it. But I was gonna sign up again because I was like, okay, The Boys is back. I'll sign up for a month or 2. I got a couple things I need to order, and they only had 3 episodes. And I said, oh no, oh no, that's not how this works. You don't play me. I play you. I pay you $12.99 for an entire season. not the other way around.
No, it's just not how this works.
No, this is not.
No.
No.
They say yes indeed. You gonna take this fucking this fucking 6 inch and you gonna wait. Bitch, you gonna wait?
No, I will not. I
but
will.
Like, I wasn't fucking nervous at all for Giancarlo, son.
You weren't. Oh, I mean, when I noticed he wasn't nervous, I'm like, yeah, something's going on here.
I think it's just my effortless bias. Oh yeah, check on it.
Oh, we're actually still good.
Yeah,
Okay,
I think
cool.
it's just my effortless bias and support and love for Giancarlo. Just had me know that. Just him being the big boss, because they showed in last season that he was Stillwell's boss. He popped up at the very last episode in that fucking dinner, and when they showed him there's a cameo. So when they showed he was the big boss last season, and then they brought him back at the top of this season, he was already making all his decisions. I said, nah, this a boss right here, son. Like I knew nothing is gonna happen to this man. Like I just it's one of those. I don't know if it was a writer thing or I don't know what it is. I just knew. This man, he's one of those people that's an ace up his sleeve. I think I got some residual Gus from him from Breaking Bad. Shit happening.
Me too. Yeah,
I got
that's
some
what
Mandalorian going on. Like I got a lot of Gus things. I got a lot of things going on with feeling like this man is a god. You feel me? People even thinking he might be the next Magneto. I'll be good with him being Professor X or Magneto. He'll be fun on either regard. Honestly,
yes. Give him. I don't care.
He'll be fun on either regard. Honestly, definitely. But like I would like to see him be Professor X now that I think about it. I think last time I won Magneto, I think he'd be a great Professor X. But anyway, so when by the time, because the guy take in, we were being shown his character before that showdown. So it's not like I probably would have had a little bit more trepidation if that was the first time we saw him this season was when Homelander went to try to come at him. But a piece of me just knew like, nah, son, he ain't scared of Homelander. Homelander think he about to roll in this bitch, but he has an ace up his sleeve. I had no clue he was going to say none of the shit that he said. Like my ace still remains believing that he got some juice in him, but he did dress. He surprisingly for me dressed him down mentally. Like
he broke. He fucking broke him down. He handled them.
Yeah,
and like that was the most interesting thing. But I still, you know what? Now that you mention it, I still there was a moment where I was just nervous for him, but then I feel like he wasn't, and I was like, yeah, maybe he does have some sort of power inside of him. I mean, maybe they're all juiced up for all we know. You know what I mean?
Well, but Stillwell wasn't.
He could also be Stillwell wasn't, right?
So that's why I'm thinking maybe just him.
That also kind of gives like the impression that like anything is possible. It's like, well, you know what'll really fuck up everybody's mind in the first episode is if you kill Giancarlo Esposito in the first episode or something because he doesn't know who we fucking with.
You don't waste Giancarlo.
No, you don't wait. No, hey, you don't. You definitely don't.
That's why news coming back. I'm like, you didn't show me this man in the last episode of this first season. He's gonna come back with a vengeance next season. Like I just had it on my mind. Oh, you don't waste Giancarlo.
It's true. Esposito. And then there's probably more stuff for him to do there. But just to subvert expectations, or at least in that moment, I was like, living in the moment.
He knows too much.
I thought anything could happen. Yeah, it would. But then I thought like, well, that would also, if he did do that, that would like throw the rest of this season into whack. I mean, like everything's gonna be thrown off now because you've taken out another head.
And,
it's like,
and you gotta take this in too, the way the story was going. You were seeing Homelander get too powerful too early, so there had to be something that gave him something to fight against.
Okay, right.
Just from
like
the story concept of it, it's like he got your girl back her job. She's in Stillwell's place, but he's making all decisions. The commercial we went his way. We're saving America, not the world. You know what I mean? We're saying super villains, not super terrorists. You know what I mean? Like he was like he really was feeling like I'm running BART. Like you really seeing him, but he's already the most superpowered nigga already. You need to give him some type of conflict, something that he has to fight towards. So that's what Giancarlo had to represent. He had to put him in his place. You had to give him some kind of deterrent, because right now we don't even know if he has an actual weakness.
Right. I'm sorry. Pin in this real quick, and we'll take it right out in a second.
Now say it. What's up?
Did you watch the new Power episode?
Okay, this is what we're gonna do. We're gonna talk about Lovecraft Country next time.
Okay, word. Did you watch it?
Yes.
Okay, cool.
I
great.
want to talk about
awesome.
that.
Me too.
So that's
awesome. Great. Okay, cool. We'll take the pen out now.
We're gonna know the pen.
No pen begging.
We're gonna finish the boys. We're gonna talk Power.
Okay.
We're gonna say Lovecraft Country. We're gonna just cover the next 2 episodes next time we link up. You hear me?
Cool.
Mike can get J.Steel for those 2, and we can even talk P-Valley next time. Because I did want to talk Power with you, and she ain't caught up. She only watched the last season, half of the last season of Power. Okay. So this is the only time it's a safe space where I can really run with you about Power.
Okay,
baby.
cool.
So no bitch, we gonna talk about Tyreek and them.
Alright, dope.
But yeah, son. I just feel like he's gonna have a Power. I feel like Starlight's naive as fuck, and she's gonna get things messed up. I like that Huey has balls, but I hate that he doesn't realize how to fully use them all the time. It's because, like, you know what I mean? He be standing up to niggas now. He's a bitch in the first season. Like, he got balls.
Yeah,
but it's he need to figure out how to swing them.
Right. He's still, like, even by, like, the 3rd ep, I still feel like he's still trying to figure it out. But I feel like the resolution of that, resolution of that is on the way. But, yeah, I completely agree with you there. It's just sort of him figuring out how he fits into this new sort of, head space, a mental space, a newfound knowledge that he has of how the world works. But yeah, he's kind of whiny. I keep thinking of this one scene in particular. It was kind of in the trailer. I don't know if you saw the trailer, but it's just I remember him just being particularly kind of whiny, man. I don't know. It's like, okay, bro. I get it. Like, I get it. Don't get me wrong, bro. I get it, but we gotta move, man. We gotta move.
We got shit to fucking do. And I'm just waiting to see if they're gonna catch up with the comic, because at a point in the comic, they get the V, but then they start using the V to beat up the superheroes. So I'm wondering,
I thought that's where that was going too.
I mean, that's where the comic.
Okay.
But that's how the comic is off the dump. Like, this is
the dump.
Well, not the dump, but early they get the V and they start doing it. Not the dump.
Okay.
But like,
fair enough.
They run across it early, so I'm just hoping that's where it goes. That, because otherwise, how you gonna keep fighting these niggas, bro? Like, y'all gotta start juicing up a little.
Well, I'm glad that you. Well, yeah, I'm glad that you said that, because I thought like that would kind of be the natural progression of things. I mean, eventually we're gonna get to a point where, because you know the situation, you know that like Homelander's like fucking around, knows where the kid lives and stuff like that now,
and being creepy as fuck.
Like, you know about that.
I feel so bad for that
so it's
shit
like,
now.
Yeah, and it's like Butcher, if you want your lady back, you gonna have to take him the fuck out. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And it's like, you're not gonna be able to do that. I'm sorry, friend. Like, you are skilled. Yeah. No, you skilled. Just with all your skills of weaponry and all this in strategic battle.
You even got hands.
You can't.
That's Homelander.
You're gonna have to take something. You're gonna have some sort of assistance in that way in order to take him out, because you're gonna have to. That's the way it's going down.
Or there needs to be some weakness that we learn about that we don't know about, because currently neither is happening. You know what I'm saying? Currently neither is happening, and it's just like it paints a new, like, first episode also painted a new view of seeing that we still aren't sure if she was raped or not, even though I feel like she upped the pussy to Homelander. But I don't know, but she is still trying to protect Butcher, because I'm glad they cleared up that the baby was saved, because I like Butcher. You didn't kill Stillwell, even though everybody think you killed Stillwell, but you was going to blow up that baby.
You were definitely going to blow
up that baby.
Yeah,
but it seems like she made a pact with Homelander of don't kill Butcher, and you can see your freaking kid or what have you. So that's where so she still loves him, obviously.
Yeah.
Apparently she got pregnant and then had to go on the run or had to go into hiding. And then you really take in, she's not just at a house, she's in a compound Like, she's really a prisoner. Like, and that's the thing that they really show us. Like, at the end of the first season, it just seemed like she was ducked off somewhere in Tahiti just kicking it with the kid. No.
Right, like she had ran. It's like, it's a different
she's in a
situation.
fucking compound being watched by these doctors. She cannot escape. She's just here with her kid. Like, you know what I mean? That's a whole different sitch. And it was scary and creepy as fuck when she thought she got far enough away to have a conversation because she can't fuck with this nigga. And he heard it. He was listening. That's like ultra evil, scary Superman shit right there.
Yeah. Yeah, man.
Like, this man, like, he's a great villain. He has to be stopped. I don't know when he's going to be stopped because I don't know what kind of show you have if you stop him. But, oh my God.
I mean, I feel like they've set a couple foils up for him. But how that's going to play out, I don't know. Because to me, and I don't know, you probably remember the first season a little bit better than I do. I don't remember him having any sort of weakness. Like, he doesn't have this world sort of kryptonite.
No, they have not set nothing up. If anything, like what a lot of these shows do when they don't want to kill off a character this great, they either find a way to make them good, like introduce an even greater evil in a future season. So the fact that, well, we got to fuck with this crazy nigga because that nigga crazier. Or they go with the memory loss thing where the motherfucker don't even remember who he is. So now you gotta wonder if you could trust this new version of them. Because again, like, it would be a shame to kill such a great character off this entire series if they want to go like for like 5, 6 or whatever. But again, how long can you milk Psycho Superman before you gotta fucking get rid of him? You know what I mean? Like, it's just... You only could go so long. Well, I don't know your story because you tell the right story, you can milk them.
Because you can milk it. I definitely agree.
If you tell the right story, you can milk them.
And then we often, like, if he's the equivalent to Superman, we often think that Superman's dead a lot of times where it's just
and then you bring him back some other time in the future, you can kill him off.
Yeah, he always comes back to life. His heartbeat is so slow.
You don't
realize he's actually regenerating. So, whatever. So
the tension between Starlight and Fast Nigga.
Tension between Starlight and right, yeah. I'm not a big Jesse Usher T. Jesse T. Usher. Jesse T. Usher. I always get those confused. Sorry. I'm not a fan of his. I wasn't really. I kind of am leaning toward him now. I've seen him in a couple of things where I'm like, yeah, you know what, I am kind of digging it.
And I think in particular, this role fits him like a glove.
Yes, it does. It really, really does. And I'm like, okay, cool. This is what it's supposed to look like and feels like rolling on all cylinders. Mm-hmm. At least that's what it feels like for me. I'm glad. Right. Yeah, there's something that kind of works there. But I thought that was interesting because to me, once again, I don't remember the last season apparently as well as I thought I did. I thought he died in that space. I thought he was dead, but apparently he's kind of into a coma or something.
She bust his ass.
Yeah.
And then
he kind of had the heart attack.
He had a heart attack right when he was about to get the upper hand.
Yeah.
And then Huey and her was trying to save his life, but then she told Huey to leave because he would get arrested, and then she stayed there with him.
And, okay.
And then we didn't see the rest.
I thought she was staying with the body.
No. She was staying with him. He's having a heart attack. Because I think, make sure he stay alive, which puts a different spin and dynamic on their entire relationship because he knows that she can't be trusted, but
neither can he.
Well, yeah, but he has dirt on him more so than anything because the thing is he is loyal to Vought. He's just dirty. In the way of like,
but I mean, they're all dirty in that way.
But she's dirty in the way of she's trying to take them down.
Team down, right?
The whole company.
What did she do? What did she say that makes them not want to? She threatens his deals. Oh, I'm sorry. Wait a minute. You probably haven't gotten that far yet.
Oh, but no. What makes him back down?
Yeah.
She watched she knows the death report of his girlfriend that he killed. And
right.
Trying to sell it as a suicide, but she like, nigga, you jammed them needles so hard and it broke bones. Ain't no person gonna commit suicide and break their bones with a needle. You know what I mean? So they had a coup d'etat. You know what I mean? So they got it. That's what that is.
Because they continue to kind of run into each other and like that whole
passive aggressively deal.
That kind of like that kind of still continues up until like the 3rd episode. Like it's still kind of going on, but it's I don't know. Yeah, I kind of dig it. I think that's interesting. I like the dynamic. I kind of feel like after 3 episodes now we're kind of getting to the head of it. Mm-hmm. So but I've enjoyed it so far. I wanted to say something about, if I could, real quickly. Just what I wanted to ask, really. What do you think about Homelander and his breast milk fetish? Or his milk fetish, basically. Because, I mean, like...
Man-child shit, dog. They showed that all first season, man. Like, he was on that man-child shit. He had this whole weird-ass Oedipal thing with Stillwell, where he was, like, in love with her, but still liked her as a mommy fucking archetype because he had two lab dads. Like, he... Not only did he not have parents, but his parents were two dads that were not really there. So it's like he never had that maternal situation. That's why he's so psycho about Maeve. Maeve, even in the first episode, remember she had explained to her ex-girlfriend that, look, I had to push you away because anybody... I went on a date with a nigga. Turned out fucking Homelander murdered him, set him on ablaze. So like Homelander, like the women in his life, he crazy about literally. So like he has
Brightburn style.
The ultimate mother issues are in this dude, man. Like he's all the worst toxicities of man he is. I mean, he's like super patriotic, right-wing Republican nigga. He's everything, son. Like, my God. Like, everything that's toxic and wrong with America in the male sphere, in the male body, he encompasses. With superpowers is ridiculous. One last thing I want to say about the boys. What you think going on with the Deep? Are we setting up a superhero? Are we setting him up to have retribution and be a new superhero? Or are we setting up a interesting long supervillain arc that people now realizing maybe about to turn left?
Oh, I think they're setting up a redemption story of sort, but I hope they realize that it's not playing out well for him at all, a lot. I mean, I've kind of seen a couple things you haven't, but it's like
I'm only on the part where a boy from Insecure is the Archer, the Red Archer.
That's where I know him from. God damn it, man! I couldn't figure it out, and I didn't want to look it up.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Man. Fuck!
Molly dumped
damn! Yeah, he's the bisexual guy.
If you call it bisexual,
don't call it. We're not calling. Oh no, yeah, he said it was one experience.
Yeah,
he
it was one experience.
Right.
He said
I'm
he
sorry. Right.
So he's not bisexual, but
I'm sorry.
That got him dumped by Molly on Insecure, and then he became a superhero. Apparently, he's He's doing a really good. He had me joked out. He had me joked out in that first episode.
He's so awesome in this.
Yeah, his deadpan is amazing.
Yes,
he's so fucking amazing. He's killing it.
Perfect delivery. He's like, yeah, well, don't worry about it. I'm here to, lift you up. All right. Yeah. Every time we addressed a couple of issues.
And I think it'll be very cool. Even though you've seen more than me, I think it'll be very cool if the Deep and him turn into supervillains. If the Deep just I got to see where you are. But if the Deep just got tired of all the shit and everything just going bad for him and not getting any respect, and then just said, "Fuck it, I'm going left," I would be interested in that story. That's all. Although he's known for raping the chick's mouth.
Let's not forget about that.
Are we looking at a redemption angle with him as being a respectable superhero again at some point, or are we seeing a really elaborate, detailed, meticulous supervillain arc?
I think we are seeing a redemption story that is just playing out very, very roughly for him. It's not working. It's just not working out. I know I've seen a little bit more than you, but for me, it's just it's not working. It's not working. I feel as though they do want to, because they explore a couple things which are interesting, and they do try to make him sympathetic. And I mean, on a humanity level, I mean, yeah, you do sympathize with him or empathize with him. I don't know what the word, which one the word. You feel for him.
You feel him.
You feel for him.
Both.
You know what I'm saying?
Them.
Definitely both of them, right? But you do, I feel like that happens. They do achieve that, but at the whole grand picture, it's like he's still an asshole. It's like, yeah, he's still such a disgusting.
You starting to give me reason to think it's a long supervillain story. I think if we watch this play out for some seasons, he want to be an evil motherfucker.
Maybe so. They only give you a little bit of his interaction with the Seven. So if there's more in the future that goes maybe much worse than this one did, then yeah, maybe I think. But the way they, you know what? Actually, shit! Now you just made the point.
My
Fuck.
Spidey sense is tingling. If you're saying that he's
never
having
mind.
this
Yeah,
long,
I'm just-
arduous process to
never mind.
redemption, it
Yeah.
just feels like he may
You're
just be
right.
like, fuck it. And I just love the fact
That
that
would be interesting.
they pulled out homie from Insecure, nigga, the one,
Yeah,
the
I
one
know.
who Miley turned
I love
down.
him.
Yes, dog, he's
Yeah.
great. He's killing
He's
the
dope
role.
in this.
Amazing deadpan. He's hilarious, dog.
Yeah.
Like I like what he's doing. If he made him his
does
little
love-
villainous sidekick, because that's the thing too. He has the issues too.
He's the sidekick.
He could be the villainous sidekick because look, he got issues too because he was talking about how that lady in the first episode got his mind right and how he doesn't see himself as just an archer going up against these M16s and shit. Like it's so funny. Like you like, oh yeah. I am important. I am
Black
valuable.
Hawk guy.
So, but like yeah, so.
Okay.
He could, the thing is, he looks up to the deep. He's like, yeah, we met like 5 or 6 times, but don't worry about it.
Don't worry about it.
So
That's okay.
I think it would be a very cool deal if they had him and the deep go fucking dark. That's what I want. That's what I want.
I would love that.
I want
man,
it now.
Just because it's such a juxtaposition from where they are now.
I want it. I want this to be a long supervillain story.
But I want him to still have the same voice.
And talk the same way. Because
I
think
want
about
him
it.
to talk the same way.
Because
just being
dude, they
a
kicked
villain.
him out, dog. The Deep would have to do some stupid size heroic shit to get let back into 7. They strategically put him out there by himself.
Have you seen the trailers?
Nah.
Okay. All right.
He would have to pull something crazy off to get back in, son. So
He tries.
Well, we shall see.
We shall see. Yes,
That's
we
what I'll
shall
leave
see.
it at.
There's so much more though left. Like it's just, shout out to Amazon for playing the 3-inch game. It's not an easy pimp game to play. I mean, not all can do it. I mean, I'm not that guy. You know what I'm saying? I'm not that guy.
You gonna just put it all in?
I ain't waiting a week. I mean, they ain't gonna get the whole thing by October.
But,
nah, man, we gonna work this out tonight.
An inch a week.
We gonna work
goddamn
this
it.
out tonight. Listen. It's you know what? Never mind. Look,
Speaking of power.
Speaking of power. Yes. Speaking of power. Let's Sorry.
Power Book 2, y'all.
Ooh.
It finally started.
Alright, so first off, copy and paste. That's what it feels like. I don't understand. I don't understand why we call it Power Book 2. It is literally a continuation. It is season 9 or 8 of Power. It is not a new thing. Why are they like trying to repurpose it as a new thing? Terribly. I don't know. I'm sorry, I had to get that out first. We didn't even ask what the first impressions were.
This
first
is
thing
your
I jumped
first
off
impression,
with.
dog.
Yeah, no,
Goodness.
seriously. I was so disappointed.
What did you expect?
I kind of expected like something different. Like I thought that we were kind of moving into something different. They're calling it season 1 of Power Book 2, and this is literally still book 1, bro. With new paint. And literally, like we've changed the order of the names in the begining. But otherwise, it's the exact same song that doesn't really connect to Rick as it did to Ghost, in my opinion.
It still connects to the show. That's what the show's about.
Why are we calling it Book 2?
It's called Book 2 because we have a new protagonist. It's a spinoff.
Not really. They spinning the same thing.
It's not the same protagonist. You gotta think about it.
But the packaging though is.
But still, we saw everything. Know. We saw everything from mainly Ghost's perspective, and in the first book. Book 1. I'm right there. Book 1.
Book 1.
You're not respecting the book.
I'm really not respecting it. This is season 8. What season did they end though?
I don't remember. Maybe 7, 6. I think it's like
7.
6.
6
I
or
think it was
7.
6. But either way it goes,
this is next season.
I both agree and don't agree with you. Like I agree in the manner of yes, they're continuing the story, so it really does feel like
I did expect something. I guess I did expect something. You're right. No, I'm sorry because you asked me what did I expect, and I'm like, yeah, I did expect something.
We knew
different.
it was gonna be Tariq taking up, from Tariq, so we knew that.
I kind of figured they would maybe kind of retool the open. I didn't think they was gonna give us the exact same opening.
I knew they was gonna give us the same opening because they're still calling it. 1, they're still calling it Power, and 2, when they touch that opening in any facet, they got the most extreme of backlash last time. I feel like 50 was trying to keep it.
This is a whole nother show now.
Think about it from a business aspect, my G. He's trying to still sell the familiarity because he's still calling it Power. So it's
I feel that.
You know what I mean? So I feel like it's just him trying to cheaply be like, look, we still, if you still was a fan, we still got the same vibes. Come fuck with it. You know what I'm saying? Because again,
yeah, we don't want to scare people off. But
yeah,
no, it's still the same pal. Come on, sit down and watch.
But the thing is, I want to give it a few episodes before I know what it is. Because you got to take this in. It's the same story continuing, but it's starting to set up new shit too. Cause like Method Man and Mary J. Blige, those two worlds do give us something. Now, I was pleasantly surprised with Method Man's character. Like, I laughed. I was like, damn, Method Man, I kind of like your sleazy lawyer. To see evolution, use a nigga from Wu-Tang, use a nigga in How High, now you the sleazy lawyer. I'm interested to see where they go with this. Mary J. Blige is the big boss. Like, she seemed like she gonna be a problem, son. Like, you got the face like you ain't fucking with him. I'm fucking with them.
Okay, so here's what I want to say. I want to first off say that I always love Method Man. I think he's fucking dope. I will watch Method Man in the whackness. I will enjoy his terrible Jamaican accent. I genuinely do. I think Method Man is awesome. Like, he has like a good quality. I don't know. I always dig his stuff. I always dig him, right? I feel like he's miscast here. I was just kind of like, I don't believe you, Method Man, as a lawyer, man. But you know what? I'm gonna go with it because I like.
You don't believe him as that kind of lawyer, though? I totally dig him as that Saul, Better Call Saul ass fucking. No, I'm saying I totally see him as.
Right.
That's the type. He's not the fucking Lorenz Tate lawyer. No, he's a sleazy. He probably went to night school. Used to hustle. Probably was getting his niggas out of jail. No, I totally see him as the crooked fuck lawyer.
Yeah.
What?
You know what? I really, I'm not gonna lie to you. I was so disappointed with that opening that I don't want to let that. I don't want to let that affect my.
You still remember the opening song?
Yes, I am just that is the one thing I would not be able to walk away from. I will always just have a problem with the fact that it's the exact same song. I get it. Don't get me wrong. Like, I know we talked about. I know it's
still called Power, bro. It's not even called something else. If it was called,
why are we even naming it anything different though? Like, why are we even?
It's not naming it nothing different.
Why are we putting book? Why we have to?
Because we have a new protagonist.
So here's my question then, though. So every time we do a power, LA, a power, whatever, it's gonna be the same opening on every single fucking show.
It depends on how they play it. Maybe. Here's what my thing though. I think this is what I think was gonna happen. I think they kept put it like this. There's a world where they do all the same things, right? Mm-hmm. But specifically, I'm gonna give them this out. I think they kept the same song for this one because it is directly tied to the first one.
It is.
It's you seen where these characters went. It's still a spinoff because Ghost ain't there, Tommy ain't there. You seen it from Tariq's perspective, and Tariq gonna have a whole new set of problems and a whole new set of characters that he dealing with.
The same old opening and the same old music.
But it's in the same city. It's the same story. Now, like when you get to Raising Kanan, I would expect a different song because it's a prequel. So
okay.
I would hope
it's almost obligated to
because it's a prequel to give him its own song. Okay. But guess what, my nigga? If Raising Kanan had it, I'm still not mad. I'm annoyed if Raising Kanan has. That's book 3, right? But here go the 2.
Is it book 3?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
That's gonna be the ones coming next.
Okay.
But here go the ones that's gonna fuck with me. Tommy and LA shouldn't have the same song. He's Tommy and he's in a whole nother atmosphere.
Agreed.
If they get lazy and give Tommy it don't even match Tommy vibe. Like they should give Tommy his own song. Like, period. I ain't gonna go with by the time you get to book 5 and it's Tommy and Cali and my nigga got it. It's a big rich town. No, he's in fucking Cali. No, it's not a big rich town. Whatever the fuck you say. And don't give it to Lorenz Tate either. His whole thing is supposed his angle to be the law, the political realm.
Yeah.
Don't give him Get Rich Town either.
Okay.
So those would be
for me that felt like a copy and paste thing that's going to be done across the board.
Nah, son.
And if that's not the case, then
we're watching how Tariq become Ghost. So I see why they gonna give him the same setup because basically we're seeing like in a weird way, and we're seeing Baby Ghost, and we're seeing it in a way because I'm trying to watch it on its own accord because I'm thinking of it in a manner of imagine if it was like how some people take in Star Wars, right? Some people might watch book 2 before they watch book 1.
Okay.
You feel me? But they're gonna be those two will have the most direct of connection aside from Tommy's because Tommy's is his own continuation, but he in a whole nother atmosphere, so it ain't really got as much to do with him. They're gonna shout it out, but he gonna be doing his own shit. Tariq is in the presence of trying to get his mama, who is like he's too in the thick of it. He can't escape the shadow of Ghost. Even the way they present the in a marketing, they have Ghost hands at the bottom. It's so cool. They have Ghost hands doing the clasp thing that he used to do at the bottom of Tariq's face, because they like seeing like Tariq become
transformation.
Yeah, man, and we've been watching it all first book, so I understand it, bro. I know why you don't like it. But other than that, and other than seeing Tariq run more than Will Smith ever did in Bad Boys or Tom Cruise ever did in his life.
Yeah.
He did a lot of running.
Yeah, he's always late. It's very
for everything.
stereotypical.
A lot of running.
Yeah.
But
running.
I dug
never
this
heard of skateboard?
quote unquote pilot episode. I fuck with it.
Yeah, I thought it was solid.
I was more into it than I thought I would be, because I was expecting not to get into it at all.
I was fighting myself with that opening, man. I'm not gonna lie. I know I'm gonna stop bringing it up, but yeah, that opening kind of just.
So what started winning you?
Like side with me. Bobby Brown.
Oh,
Bobby Brown. Fucking,
his name Wood.
I forget his name, but he's fucking awesome. I don't know. I don't know. I cannot remember his name to save my life, bro.
Something dealing with Wood. I know his name was like Woody.
Yeah,
his name is Woody something.
Nigga, I was excited. I was like, yes, this is my nigga. Now you speaking my language. You know what I'm saying?
He is
like, yes.
Whoever his agent is excelling at getting him roles that fit him like a T.
Yes.
You know what I mean? Because I have no reason to like doubt his range or whatever, but it just feels like the Bobby Brown thing fit him really well, and this role is not that far from that role.
True.
But it's different enough for you to show that it's not the same guy. Like it works. Like that is a great next role to have. Like you go from Bobby Brown, now you got a series regular on Power,
yeah,
and you get to be, and you're about to be the new Kanan, because that's what they said. We're going archetypes of like we did it last time.
Right. Okay.
You're gonna be the wildcat of the show. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
You gonna, and I got a strong feeling some weird shit gonna happen, and the football player nigga, the basketball player, they're gonna get killed probably at some point. The roommate.
I'm like, he either gonna get killed or hurt or something. Where he
Tariq ain't gonna be responsible for this man's life for the whole series, bitch. Something gonna happen to this.
Oh yeah, I mean like that's the way it's gonna go, and they're like, oh, everybody's dependent on me. I mean, let me.
And he's so likable too.
Yeah, he is.
That's the guy that gets
dude.
killed.
Yeah. I know, right. The one you start to care about, but I mean. Yeah, I guess so.
Because he's the bridge that brings Tariq into Mary J. Blige in the world. And
I'm like, I feel like, I'm sorry, go ahead.
I just don't know if she's friend or foe yet, because the trailers make it seem like she gonna have a problem with Tariq for some reason, but I don't know what I that's another thing. It's interesting for me to not know necessarily where things are going. I like that.
Yeah, I the most. Yeah, you're right. So Bobby Brown, Mary J. Blige, won me over. That turned my tide when I was watching. But overall, I guess everything from the point of them being there became interesting. How do you feel about his teachers and stuff like that? Like
she's fine.
Oh yeah, of course.
Oh
of course,
God,
yes,
his counselor's so gorgeous.
Hell yeah.
But
there's another the
white man, the
white
black
guy.
dude.
I know his face from a bunch of stuff. I don't know his name.
Yeah.
But I was like, okay, cool. I recognize that guy. And then we had what's his face show up. Stern. Is that his name?
Yeah, Stern's always going to be around, man. It's just like you said, his characters have crossed over, because remember, it's Stern that got him in, but he going to just be lurking. I'm like, out of like the teachers, we're going to see where that goes, because the thing is, Tariq has so much on his plate. Yeah. And I'm curious on how you about to juggle all these things. You have to tutor this dude and make sure that he don't fail nothing. You got to make sure you pass all your courses, and then you enter this like more hard class so you can graduate early. I don't know what the fuck mechanical studies is, but
he's doing the kids' work. I'm like on top of he's not even tutoring them. He's just doing the work,
and he has to do his own work.
Yeah,
and he about to try to start doing this drug shit again, because he just goes son. He can't help himself. So it's like you gonna be juggling a lot of shit, and there's always Tariq, because this was Tariq's biggest problem that he should have learned from Ghost, and this was what became Ghost undoing too. The Ghost at his best was, I'm gonna go back to Batman. He was always aware of all the players on the board and what he needs to do to keep them in check and keep his power. Ghost started unraveling when he stopped being aware of all these other players. That's when you watching this as the show, as the audience member, like, Ghost, what the fuck, man? You like he started getting so distracted by Angela that he stopped learning the game. Yeah. That part of the game Tariq needs to learn because he don't take in his surroundings as much as he should, as far as what can lead to this, can lead to that, can lead to that. You feel me?
Yeah, I'm like, who's protecting you on your walk home with all of this work? I mean, and you just did the exchange right out front. You're gonna open it up and look and just walk down the street and catch the subway.
Son,
fuck?
There's a lot there. I feel like.
Am I tripping?
I hear you.
I don't know. Maybe I don't know, man. Cause he has a bit. I don't know if arrogance is the word. But it's like he just kind of has a certain arrogance about the way he's sort of doing things, and it's just like
that certain naivete too.
Yeah, it's like this is gonna crash, man, and it's like, but you've crashed already. Why are you approaching this the same way? And what that white boy who showed up, the roommate, was he not a part of the snitching? Mm-mm. Okay, fair enough. Cause I was like, you need to strangle this nigga. Why are we not strangling this nigga right now?
Just the chick.
He mentioned the girl, yeah, and I was like, oh yeah, she did orchestrate it, but I'm like, didn't you flip at a certain point? But
I don't remember
I guess not.
I'll probably go back.
If you don't remember it, probably didn't happen.
I don't remember him snitching.
Yeah.
But there's a cast of characters that Tariq is juggling. Women too.
Yeah. I see how they're doing that as well. You know what I'm saying? So who's gonna be the what is her name? The one who died.
Raina?
No, Ghost.
Angela. Who's gonna be
Angela? Who's gonna be the Angela?
I mean, yeah, he got, the chick who screwed him over, the light skinned chick. He got the other little chick that go to class with him, and he got the dark skinned chick he's talking to. It's like he getting it in. And Reek got options, boy.
Yeah, that's gonna blow up on him.
Yes.
Yeah, because like
Reek thinks he's smoother than he is. That's the thing.
Yeah.
He is just not.
He's not yet.
Not yet. Hopefully he get there, but not yet.
Hopefully he survive enough to learn.
Now here go my question. Yeah. How Tasha ass didn't realize that they were going to be able to tell that the shooter was not her height. Her dumb ass keeps saying she the shooter as if forensics ain't a thing to be able to tell. And she just said anybody name. Who shot him, Your Honor? I shot him, Your Honor. No, Tommy shot him, Your Honor. No, you just gonna sound weird. Kanan shot him, Your Honor. Like, everybody shot him. Like,
everybody had
they keep saying, so you'll get out of jail if you just keep it 100. Can you go to funny things, son? Like, I understand the whole I'm not throwing my son under the bus situation of everything.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, well, right.
Your son was a minor. Like, there's a way that you could play this to where your son could get off with this shit. You know what I'm saying? Well, no, hold up, but she's scared that he in the system even for the Ray situation. I understand where she at. It's a fucking tough place to be, but bro,
she done fucked herself though. Like at this point,
she should have already had another idea for, because now she can't lie. She done dropped Tommy name.
Yeah, and it's like now that's gonna like. I thought, did they not like? Oh, shit. Does he know that she killed? He does know that she killed the old girl. Tommy knows that she. So I'm like, yeah, they weren't really on the best of terms anyway.
They weren't on the
when
best
they left. So it's like, this is only when we meet up with him again. This is only gonna make shit worse.
Yeah.
But I mean, she's in jail, so I don't know. Yeah, that's gonna be. I don't know. That's interesting how that's gonna play out. Though,
I don't think Tommy a killer, but she did just implicate him. Yeah, that's some other shit. Never mind. You're right. Tommy.
I mean, like at that point, man, I felt like he would have to. He felt like he would have to.
Dead.
Yeah. And it's like he was about to run away with old girl. At least to his knowledge, he was. Him and Lala. So I mean, yeah, I feel like he feels.
But no, he got over all that part.
Oh, you think? Yeah.
Because remember, Lala was dead. He took the lick. He blamed Ghost. Then he found out Tasha did it. And he got mad at Tasha, and all that shit happened. Then in a weird way, he tried, like he forgave. Like a bunch of shit happened with Tommy on that last episode.
But you never, Tommy is. I guess because Tommy's like the wild card, really.
Yeah.
Like you never can truly predict what he's gonna do. He may surprise you more often than not.
He leans more good guy than bad though.
Yes, agreed.
So that's what I'm saying. I don't know what he's gonna be on. He has a loyalty to Tariq to a degree, but Tariq killed. It's so much going on. Like it's gonna be very interesting when they do decide, because they're not gonna just bring Tommy back off the dump. It's gonna be like it's gonna be a big deal when they decide to have him guest on the show. It's gonna be very interesting when it happens, because you ain't gonna just drop his name. He's never gonna show up. No, you drop his name.
Yeah,
he's gotta come.
Right.
So. Yeah, dude. They threw enough things into the fire to keep me interested enough to follow this first season to see where it's gonna go.
I rate this in the way that I do like all of the Power seasons, because like for me, for the most part, except for that season when Kanan and Tommy and Ghost and all hooked up and were deciding that they were gonna team up and be a team, like that was pretty fun from start to finish. But otherwise, every season sort of takes a little bit to kind of warm up for me. It's like the first episode is sort of a warmer, and then it gets like hot and more and more warmer and then hot as we get further along. And by the time we're at the second to last, maybe third to last episode, or fourth or fifth when we're hitting our stride, we're already really, really into the show. And it's like this one just sort of feels like we're going to establish everything and kind of lay out what's at stake and what all of the factions and stuff that are at play. Mm-hmm. And for me, that isn't as interesting as much as it's vital to kind of move on and to kind of follow what's going on.
It's doing its show shit.
It's doing what it's supposed to do to lay the groundwork, but it's like I just don't find that aspect of it as fun. But in terms of an episode, it still was a solid episode. Yeah. I kind of want to have an idea more so to where they're gonna go with each thing before I kind of like.
That's what I was saying earlier. We're not going. I feel like we still like you said,
on the fence.
We still too early because again we don't even know Mary J's angle. We don't know.
Yeah, we don't know what they're gonna do.
We don't know because we're not fully entrenched into Tariq's true conflict of the season. We see problems that may arise. We see, like you said, they're setting the table, but his true conflict is going to happen when we see what's going on with Mary J and her situation, and her son and Bobby Brown, and what they got going on, and how that works with Tariq, and like this, we're going to get into that thickness, and we're going to know when we're there. But like I'm echoing what you're saying. But as a first pilot episode to set up Michael Rainey to have his own little show and shit, pretty good job.
Power. I would say so too. I look forward to them kind of showing how
Yaz became a whole other person and grew so fast. I know.
I know, right? How like, cause since it's supposed to be like Baby Ghost or the new development of Ghost of the next generation or whatever, like sort of how you learn to like you said, map out the spots and to kind of just be aware of your surroundings and not like get caught up in a situation like Bobby Brown caught old boy within the last time, like something like that happens again. It's like if that's Ghost, he's got like a plan A, B, C, D, and E. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? It's like, well, where did he develop that? Where did he know that? Like you need that. Like where do we see the groundwork of that? And it's like maybe that's gonna be moving forward.
We're gonna watch it, but he's gonna need another tutor because that's the thing that the feel that we got from Ghost. A piece of it is because there's the mystery and the history of it, but it's also Ghost came from the hood. So from a young age, by nature, he saw stuff. He was involved in stuff. You watch him become this dynamite motherfucker that became this boss. We watched Tariq get spoiled up until he was like 15, 16 as just a little good kid. And then he decided he wanted to break bad and be bad. Then he had a mentor in 50 who kind of like, we seen him get in the game, but we didn't see him become like a boss. And of course, he's too young. Ghost may not have been a boss at his age, but Ghost was doing way more and had more things going on at his age by all accounts. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. So look at because he's already 17 to 18 and Ghost was hustling at 15, 16. So it's like watching me believe in the boss that Tariq is going to become. Because the thing is, we're watching him become Baby Ghost, but we got to also take in that he's not going to be Ghost because he can't be Ghost because Ghost had different stimuli put into him. Mm-hmm. But Tariq could become a whole nother bastard of a whole nother fucking feather. We just got to see what bastard he's about to become. You know what I mean? Because he's fucking hell-bent on becoming one. So, and he's hell of a lot more likable in this series than he was in book one. Most likely because he's the protagonist.
Yeah, and I feel like they told him, hey, I know we told you to stay in one gear, but it's totally fine to switch gears here in this.
He started switching gears the last season.
He did.
Because that was a problem I had with that actor for a minute though, dog. I felt like that boy had one face.
Yeah, that's what I know. I can't let him. I can't ever let that go because like I knew he had more. And I was just like, why are you only giving us this one tone? Like, I don't understand. You actually, I've seen you do it, man. Why are you playing with us? Yeah. Why are you playing with us? Why they not paying you enough?
Well, sir, he got a whole series. You're
not paying for the good shit? Yeah.
Well, they paying for the good shit now.
They paying for the good shit now.
They getting the good shit now, nigga.
Shit, I'll give him that.
Yeah,
so yeah, but no, I kind of want to see too also how he develops like juggling these women this young development of like sort of like you named 3 and I'm like, yeah, I guess it is 3. Fuck.
And from the promo of the next episode, it seems like he's gonna really be dealing with 2. It seems like the girl was like a guest star, the one that fucked him over last time.
Oh, okay.
Maybe not. Like they showed her.
So I have to also once again give props to Tyler Perry because apparently the way he shoots things in 4 days. Let me make sure that. All right, because the way he shoots things in 4 days, allows for the girl who plays the first daughter in the Oval to also be the first daughter in the Oval and be in this show.
And who is she?
She is the light-skinned girl at the school that he's saying.
Oh, that chick. All right,
yeah.
Cool.
Yeah, I was like, I was like, she looks just like the chick from Witchbook. I'm like, dang, they really like it. Am I being racist? Like, or is Hollywood just bumping out the same chick-looking chicks all over the place? I was like, how is she on both of these shows?
She was also Everybody Hates Chris' girlfriend. I think
Yes, she was, and she was also damn. That's where I really remember her from. But I just stopped looking when I saw Beauty Shop because I remembered her from Beauty Shop.
Word.
But she seems like she got lighter though.
Hey, work,
somehow.
Baby, work,
yeah.
baby.
Anyway,
get that work.
Get that work definitely. But she fuck. What were we saying?
You just saying where you from.
Shout out to Tyler Perry because I'm like I just didn't think that was really possible. But the way his schedule works, I guess. It allows for them to,
if you just do a whole season in a couple of days, I can be on a whole nother show.
Yeah,
I can be a regular on a whole nother show.
Right, like when we shoot, when is it happening?
Let's go.
I'll let them know. All right, because it's like that's it. That's all it is.
It seems like a little money grab too. And another
I ain't mad at him though.
Another thing too is you gonna get that money because he gonna go in syndication. He gonna milk that syndication.
Right, exactly.
You gonna get the residuals. Like
with this deal with Viacom, man, you know them shows is gonna play against someone. So it's happening.
My people don't even submit me for Tyler Perry shit like talking about it. I did audition for Bruh, but usually my people don't submit me for Tyler Perry shit. But nigga, at the end of the day, those residuals gotta be nuts for the ones that actually like hit.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But let's get up out shit, man.
Yeah,
Power,
man.
Book 2, we're still watching. I'm more impressed than
Marty
Marty was.
It's still a big rich town, baby. It's still a big rich town.
Yeah, it's gonna be. They scared to touch that song now. After that backlash, they ain't gonna ever touch that song again.
I mean, you're right. You absolutely right, man. It's like I still would be the stubborn one because like I look at this as a completely different show. But then again, you know what? It's actually, you know what? That's what I need. You know what? Thank you. I just had an epiphany. I want it to be a different show. But it's really a continuation of the last show.
That's why it's the second book.
That's why it's the second book. That's why it's the same. That's why it's the same
name. Same name. It's still called Power.
Yeah, but book 2 though, man.
But like, it's like new chapter.
Like why we gotta abbreviate? Why we gotta put that little addendum on it? Like,
because it's not the same show, son. Imagine if you watch the first 5-6 seasons and you think it's
everybody.
Yeah, but
it's the same thing.
It's not Amari Hardrick and Tommy and Joseph Cora doing their shit. It's this man in college. It's like it's a different show. That's what I'm saying. They had to give it a different book. They had to give it an addendum, bro.
Right.
And chapters does not sound as cool as book.
But I personally
Power Chapter 2.
Okay. Yeah, but see, I personally want I personally wanted something different. And they told me from the very beginning.
They told you, they showed you, the marketing was even the same.
Yep. They told you what it was going to be.
So you can't be mad,
and I cannot be mad at them for it. So, like, with that in mind, I can go into the second episode, without that burden on my back and just kind of enjoy what they're doing there. But, yeah. I'm trying to think. Because, she didn't really do very much. They didn't have Mary J. Blige do very much. But I typically... I don't know. Like Mary J. Blige is such an interesting thing because like I never quite know like if I like it or not or if, like you know what I'm saying. It's like sort of
exactly.
You know what I mean?
Saying. I'm on the fence about a lot of her shit because she does great things at times, but she also kind of stiff at times.
Yeah.
It's like I can't really tell, but maybe that's a choice that you're making. I just have accepted it.
I'm just like I like Mary J. Blige.
Yeah.
But it's like
I feel like I love the Umbrella Academy. Let it cloud your judgment sometime in the
okay.
Because I feel like this is gonna be another. I feel like I'm hoping that this is
that's what I'm doing. Yeah.
That she just fits her. Like,
and she has
because so far it does. So far,
oh, it does.
I mean, no, I'm just saying. So far, I've seen the promos and what I felt in this first episode.
No, I agree.
It felt like, oh, you about, like I said, you about to be a problem, and I think she's gonna wear it well.
I seen the scene. Yeah, I'm like this like that first episode. Like I said, didn't show very much of her, but like I saw a couple of promos like before the pandemic. I felt where I was like, oh shit, she gonna be the badass of the show, and that's why I was kind of like, wait, is the show about her and Method Man? Or, like this is early stuff, right? So like I didn't realize where they were going with it. But I thought she killed that stuff, and even it was only just like a little snippet. So my hopes were high.
Yeah.
And I'm like,
it can still be high, bro.
Yeah,
it can still be high.
I mean, they are. Yeah, they still are. You're right. Fair enough. I don't sound like they are.
Right. They was.
I don't sound like they are.
It was real high.
I mean, they was real high.
I thought it was gonna be good.
And then now I'm just like, no, because you know what? Now I'm thinking like, well, you know what? You're right. Now you're gonna put Umbrella Academy back in my head where I'm like, yeah, I liked it, and then there were moments where
we're not gonna talk about Umbrella Academy right now.
We're not gonna do that though, right?
Future.
Right.
We didn't vote on that.
But what I was gonna say, I guess the final thing I was gonna say is that I feel like she's sort of on some level, because I even watched a movie where I just kind of came across it. I wanted to see if it was real, called Body Cam. Mm-hmm. It was like a BET movie that started. You heard about it?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, word. I never even heard about it, and I was like, oh, okay, is this even real? But like, she seems like she's working somewhat, I don't know if we want to call it consistent or not, but she's working pretty steady.
Audition for that.
Yeah, a word?
Yeah.
Okay, fair enough. So I was just like, the more you do it, the more you kind of get up and run this sort of thing and like, just kind of run the process of acting, I think you'll, most people naturally get better.
Yeah.
And I just kind of feel like she's done enough now to where it's like, yeah, now we're going to start seeing, like, oh, now I'm going to really start understanding and getting better and stuff like that.
I didn't see Mudbound, but she apparently did good enough to get nominated, goddamn it.
Yeah, wasn't that, okay, yes. Yeah. Can I say something?
What?
Can I say something?
I didn't see the movie,
Can I say something? I saw the movie.
Yeah.
She was dope. She was solid. Don't have a problem with that movie. And nothing that she did in it, actually. Actually, not one bit. I can't think of anything right now. Nothing comes to mind, and that it was nothing really there. But the year they gave her that nomination was the year it felt as though we needed to have a black face.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
And she just happened to be in the movie at the time that was,
and she's
like,
a big
this
name.
is perfect. And she was a big name. This is perfect. We can do this. And that's how she got it.
Because I was on some, how the
if this
fuck
had
did Mary J out the gate get an Oscar nomination? She must have been cutting the fuck
if
up.
If Viola had sneezed in a film, she would. Well, actually, I don't know. I think Viola was nominated that year too. Was she? I don't remember.
She was a support in that year.
Was she a support?
I feel like her and Mary J were ironically
at the same time,
but in different categories.
Oh, it was different categories. Okay,
I think, if I remember.
Okay, I don't remember exactly, but it was just like, it was one of those things where it felt like her performance was good. Wasn't Oscar worthy, but there's very slim pickings, and we need a black female face here. We can't do this. No, Oscar's not black no more. We need to like throw some out there. I mean, and like we can give her this, and she won't care if she wins or not.
And she did, and she was good enough for us to be able to argue for it. So let's
let's do it. Yeah, let's just go with it.
Well, motherfucker, it sounds like we about to watch her earn that nomination for the next few seasons.
Yeah.
You got too much you can add down there.
You know what the dope thing about being nominated for an Oscar is, bro? They can't take it back.
You're always gonna be Oscar nominated. Mary J. Blige.
Nominated. Exactly.
You can always say that.
No matter what they put you in, make sure they say it first, please.
I would. Don't ever let me get any award nominated. I could be BET award nominated. I'm telling you,
that's right.
BET,
hell yeah.
Not even win the bitch. BET award nominated.
Man,
Martin Vance Bradford.
Bro, I'll be flaunting the Dundee.
What?
I'm sorry, that's an Office joke. I've been watching The Office too much, bro. I've really been living in The Office.
I don't watch The Office.
I'm sorry. I've been living in that world for a second. I'm sorry.
There's a cat on my Facebook timeline there's a few people that like swear and die by this show as being like the best show ever and shit.
I see what they mean. It starts off really kind of rough because it's trying to be the British version, and then it kind of Americanizes itself in the course of a summer.
Yeah.
It comes back and it's just like, okay, it hits its stride and shit. And then at that point, it's just like, yeah, It's pretty dope the whole way through. But
I'll give it its true shot.
It's
I've seen
slowly watch.
episodes out of order, but I've never like
Me
sat
too.
and watched it as a series. That's what I say. I've seen it before. I'm not foreign to it, and what I've seen was funny. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But I don't know the ongoing stories or anything like that. And I mean, I've never watched it like that.
Well, that's what actually made me watch it because it's been we keep Comedy Central on pretty steady, and they always have an office like theme marathon, you know, where we only show these episodes of Jim and Pam or whatever, you know, or when Dwight goes nuts and does crazy things or whatever. But like I saw one of them where it was they were running in order, and I was like, holy shit. He quit and he did this and like he quit and then like, you know, started his own company and Pam left with him.
You found yourself.
I was like, because like I've been randomly watching them here and there, so like I kind of got to know them a little bit here and there, and then they kind of did something big, and I was like, oh shit, that happened.
Let me see why it happened.
Let me see why it happened. And I went and started watching it. And next thing I know, I'm like, oh, like maybe a week or two later, I'm right at that place where
I'm an office watcher now.
Yeah, I'm an office watcher now. It's like, yeah,
I know for real why it happened.
I work it into my routines now. It's like, you know, that's where I am now.
I mean, it's highly regarded, so I mean,
it's not bad.
Fuck that. I've literally never heard anyone say anything bad about that show.
Oh, word? Okay, cool.
Never. I've never heard a bad review. I've never heard anything bad.
I heard them say not glowing things like after like Steve Carell left.
Okay, you're right. After Steve Carell and people talked. I forgot that he did leave. Yeah, they talked after that,
which was kind of weird.
But for the most part, his run. Shit.
Yeah, it was on top. Like it was kind of strange when that happened, when that broke.
And that's who replaced the Carell? Somebody famous also replaced him.
Well, they kind of swapped a couple people out. Like Will Ferrell was supposed to be,
who else?
And then
because somebody landed on that, did it for a few episodes, like more episodes.
James Spader was the boss at one point. He kind of did an episode.
Spader play?
He is Ultron. Is the voice of Ultron?
James Spader?
Yeah.
Okay.
Blacklist?
Huh?
The Blacklist?
Don't watch that. Oh, okay. I got you. Yep. I know who this guy is.
You know
okay, I guess. I don't see him taking Steve Carell's place, but if that's what we're doing, but let's get the fuck up out of here, man.
Yeah.
Let's get out of here.
Yeah, let's get
Watch
out of here.
Watch The Office. Watch Power Book 2. Watch
first 3 episodes
of The Boys.
Get them 3 inches. And then October, tell me how the whole thing feels.
And we're going to always say watch Lovecraft Country because we didn't get to it in this episode, but best believe it, on the next episode, we're going to have 2 episodes to cover by then.
Yes.
And we're going to have a lot to... What is today?
I really want to talk about P-Valley, yeah.
What is today?
Today is Wednesday.
See, I just live in this weird world right now.
So
we can get up any day this week and like get up and finish with Lovecraft Country or P-Valley, you know, because I love to get down in the valley where the girls get naked.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They shake if you're throwing bands.
Hell yeah.
They gonna shake it.
So hit me up at that actor guy, Mr. Bats, man. You know, hit us up at reviewingdat@gmail.com. You refer it, we review it. That's how we do it. And yeah, man, for this episode, I'm flying out here higher than ever.
Word. And I am the co-pilot, and we are gonna crash.
Yeah, man.
You gonna die
today.
Welcome to the jungle. This is Marty, Marty Edwards, for Instagram, Twitter, and Snap in the chat. Also go to lowrandpictures.com, click on that Your30 tab, like, rate, share, and you know, check us out. You know, that's happening.
And shouts out to PlayStation for being 25 years old.
Shout out PlayStation with your old ass.
September 9, 1995.
25. Let's
the
have
first PlayStation came out.
PlayStation cannot rent a car. Oh yeah, okay, good. We got that. PlayStation can rent a car, y'all.
We out now, y'all.
Peace, y'all. Peace.
Do